Hello. Can you hear him? Hello. Oh, hello. Are you there?
Okay, howdly doodly every pony. So I'll just wait till this song is finished. And there it is. It's done now. Okay, so we are back for another slaughtering stream. MC Arch is in the chat. We are going to do drama stream tomorrow. I have decided that we really want to get through the albums, and we kind of have this thing where on even numbers, when it comes to doing album or the streams, I'm not really sure why this was decided this way, but we just kind of decided it. That whenever we
happened because like it was like merely a coincidence because like once we wanted to cover like someone's album, I think it was Degenerate, it just happened to be a round number, I think.
Oh, okay.
And, like I can like oh shit, I opened the wrong spreadsheet. It's not a slaughtering spreadsheet. Okay. It's loading. Give me a moment. Divinum something. Divinum Max. Okay, that was stream number 30. So yeah, it was like it was a round number just because it was a round number. It just happens to be a round number. Then there was like 35. No, that wasn't it. 40. Wait, no, 40 wasn't it as well. 45. Stream number 45. We did Francis Face, and now it's 50. I think 50 is like the roundest number we can like get. Like,
right.
The closest, roundest number to us right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have you turned up all the way on my end.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm trying to because like I can do this, but this. So. Yeah, like
I understand your demonstration. Yes.
Yeah. So
as I said, I'm gonna be muted for the most part because my brother is playing Dead by Daylight right next to me.
Okay, so we are we're in. I've got Ponytown up, and then we've got our two musicians in.
Oh, what server?
18 plus, of course. We don't do kid shit here. I have it.
Oh, Newtown.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Transparent. You can see through it. But okay. So we're going over albums. I have decided that we're going to do drama stream tomorrow. I'll have time. I thought I was leaving for Furry Weekend Atlanta tomorrow morning. It turns out that I'm not. It turns out that I will be leaving maybe Thursday evening. Worst case scenario, leaving Friday morning. Because it's going to take me about a little more than 12 hours to drive there. And I don't want to miss out on too much of it because I do TikTok videos where I do like fursuit tours, and these videos get hundreds of thousands of views and tens of thousands of likes. And so now I'm fully committed to the meme, you know. I'm just kind of doing that thing now over on TikTok, which is super dumb. because I don't interact with anyone on TikTok ever. So
Wait. You didn't tell me we were live this whole fucking time. I thought we were.
yeah. Yeah, we're totally live. Yeah, we were live. We were live at 10:30. So we've been fucking around this whole time for 5 minutes now.
Oh no!
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to bring up. I'm not going to be able to bring up anybody on camera. Like Soulstrings usually has a face on stream. I'm not going to be able to do that this time because I have it set up only
so
for.
I can move the duct tape back to where it belongs.
Yeah.
Okay,
I won't be able to do that because since there's 4 of us.
Where are you guys at?
I'm in the mines.
Mines, Forest Lake. Yeah, I don't see where mines are.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we were doing meth last time. We got the blue meth. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know. No kids allowed in a game based on a kids show? Absolutely. I hate kids. Except for mine. Mine is okay. And hopefully this storm will calm the fuck down and I won't lose power. That would be bad. That would really, really suck. I want to see how long it's going to last. It's not going to be too bad. Uh-oh. Slaughter docs on stream. Oh, that's not where I am. That's actually really far away from where I am. Why the fuck is it my little ping there? Anyway, looks like it's just going to be like this all day.
You've been undoxed.
Yeah. It's not so bad. We're going to get a break, and then it's going to be back to shit. That's awesome. Okay. So anyway, there's one lesson I can give you guys. Learn how to read weather radars. Oh my god, I just got kicked out. I just got kicked out of Ponytown. What the fuck? Okay. Are we ready? Are we doing the thing?
More or less. Yeah.
I'm going to do CrashieTunez first, just because CrashieTunez is on top.
Yep. I mean,
he's got top energy.
That's perfectly fair. Yes.
Yeah!
All right, this album is by CrashieTunez, The Method of Mechanical Wires and an Open Casket full album. The album is 34 minutes long, and how many tracks does it have? 12 tracks. So all the tracks are around, a couple minutes each or whatever, which is, I think, typical for a CrashieTunez release. Screen, you are correct. I should switch to the screen. That is, yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. So we are on the screen now. And my lonely face is the only one showing, which is normal. So, here we go. We're just going to dive right into this. This first song is called HorrorScape. Let's check it out. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna just hit buttons and fuck this up. Let me try this over again, okay? I have my music player open and I was trying not to play that. Okay, so here we go. HorrorScape again. Just a real quick side note, MC or Arch, we are going to do the drama stream tomorrow. Okay, I promise. We'll be doing drama stream tomorrow while my girlfriend is at work, and I will be doing nothing else. So just whatever. So we will see you tomorrow. I promise. just kind of cool. It goes right into the second track. I also love this aesthetic where everything's like washed out, super mega contrasted and whatever, and it's like this sort of lo-fi like interface here, like one of those.
That's a custom Winamp skin. Like there are like thousands, if not millions, of custom Winamp skin. It's like Crashie Tunez. Did you make this one yourself, or did you just pick one random?
Hell no. I found those like online. Yeah, like
there's like a huge like website where they are just like viewed as pictures, and you click on random and it just starts downloading them instantly, so you can like pick out of like 10,000 of them, just like infinite scrolling ever loading page with completely random skins or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
so you picked one from there, and then I assume you recorded the screen with that with just
with a OBS Studio, OBS.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what's this background image? This whatever you got going on here?
It is just my
desktop wallpaper.
it is just my album cover, like a contrasted and just fucked up with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, got it.
All right then. So this second song that it just drove right into the second song. The song's called "As Above, So Below." Let's dive in. I love how just crazy how crazy compressed and just wild these drums are, where they're just like totally and completely just blasted the fuck out, but it doesn't bury anything really too much, or if it does, it's not like a bad thing, you know. It's not like it's very noisecore, right? It's very noisy, right? And then it has some kind of like melodic little element there, like a lead sort of synth going on. It's a wild sound. Like it's interesting, it's chaotic, noisy. It's neat. I'm enjoying that so far. Let's keep her going.
Yeah.
Man, these blast beats are really good too. Like it's just the whole composition is coming together really well, where one thing flows to the next really well, but it's also super chaotic. It's not so out there that you can't follow it, but it's also chaotic enough. Like, it's just less about like rhythmic, like melodic cohesiveness, and more just about sheer sonic violence, but it's not too far out there to keep up with. It's really good. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The breakdown was also like very hard hitting, and it was like very prominent in the mix. Like usually when someone makes like an electronic type of like breakdown with like Guitar Pro or like synthesized instruments, it usually lacks some certain like impact. It does not hit as hard as if it could be played on a real instrument. Like it differs a lot from like real instruments performance. And here it was just like greatly executed. It felt like an actual breakdown, and with the vocals on top of that, like the first one, I think it had like low growls, like distorted growls in the left channel and screams in the right or something like that, or in the middle. Like it only added more to the impact of the breakdown, and I like how it sounds with the electronic elements, because usually it does not hit as hard. So yeah, that worked really well, I guess.
What I do like about the composition is that he seems to stay in his lane. You know, like he knows what he's doing. It's not real instruments or whatever, and I think the composition comes together accordingly, and I really enjoy it. It's just where even the vocals being super mega what's it called, distorted as they are, being heavily compressed, and there's a lot of fuzz. It just really helps everything come together to be one, cohesive package. It's just good. It's very good. Keep her going. Guttural was fucking super sick. That was good. It's just this step down was very good, and that, I mean, I think my least favorite part of the whole thing would be the synth bass. I just don't know if that particular bass works. I think that what would have worked better in its place is instead of using like a bass guitar synth or like a VST or whatever the fuck you would call that, I think it would be better.
A sound font.
Right. More just like, just go for it. Just go a full synth where it's just the low frequencies and that's all it is trying to do, not trying to be a regular guitar or like that sound altogether. But
you just paused at the bass slide when it just
yeah.
Well, like,
I backed up 5 seconds, so we'll be able to hear the whole thing.
You said like, I don't like the bass, and you paused at the very best part in the bass part.
Ooh.
Right. And that was, I think that's probably why I was commenting on it. It was just, yeah. All right, it's good. It's good though.
Too much bass. No,
I don't think it's too much. I think it's just it was an artistic choice that I wouldn't necessarily do, but I think that it's good overall anyway. So let's keep her going. We're listening.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, this breakdown, this step down was super good, where we went from the fast and then we took a little break and then it just dropped into this down tempo shit. It was just super good. love how it just goes from one track to the next without really any break. Like you can't, if you're not watching the video, you don't really know that you're diving into the second track yet. So that's pretty cool. I like how it sort of runs together. There's still definitely like partitions between the songs, but it still feels like just it's all continuous, and it's cool.
Very often that's basically the point of the albums being like one whole like album long song or like a track or something like that. Because like I feel when the albums are more like a compilation of different tracks like slapped together without any particular connection between them, it kind of loses a little bit from it. It usually like is just an artistic choice, but I noticed that certain famous bands that usually subscribe to like major labels or something like that, they are like bound with like contracts or something like or something, and they usually just make an album that is good, but it's not as good as it could be when they release like previous albums, like not on the label but like on their own or something like that. It kind of like loses some of the appeal, and they like, I assume that it's the label who says then like just do a bunch of cool songs and make it like a 43-minute long album, not more, not less, just like the standard length. And instead of making a very like cohesive and well-connected songs, they just slap a bunch of riffs together and call it a day.
Right. So far, this seems to be just the first 3 tracks seem to be fitting well together. Like, well, the first 2 tracks and the very second of the next one. But let's dive into the third one. This is called Scratch and Stitch. I think it's cool what we've done with the bass here, though. That kind of slide up and down like we're going hills, That's a neat effect, and I think it's neat how it didn't take away from anything. Like, it didn't totally fuck up the whole track.
It's breakdown. You can do whatever during the breakdown.
Okay.
The guitar's just doing their own thing, the drums are doing their own thing, and the bass just can't go apeshit.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Lower down.
is fucking good. The fade out. No.
Fade out. Okay,
That's
the
okay.
fade out.
I think it
That means
worked.
the album-
Because we were slowing down. We were slowing way down, and it's like so I think it's okay to fade it out on that note. You know, if it's something that it's slowed way down, and it's instead of breaking it down again and again and again until you just kind of stop, I think it's good to just slow it down and then just keep playing that banger beat until you fade it out. I think
yeah,
that usually
like-
means the end of the album. So like, stream's over. Thanks for watching.
Either like it dragged on and on and on, and I was like, no, I'll trim it up a bit and just fade.
Well,
It just kept on going and going and going, and I'm just like, okay.
Okay. Well, it sounded good. I liked it. So
Yeah.
the next one is the fourth track is called Self-Aware. Let's check this one out. I'm enjoying what I'm hearing so far. Even though it's all synth instruments, I think that it works for what it is. I think, I don't know what it is, but like synth instruments usually like get to me really bad, but only when they're like mixed in with real instruments and maybe or something like that. I don't think that really works, but I think when it's all synth instruments, when it's all VSTs and we're just accepting that as it is, it's much easier to just take in the composition for what it is, and then just, yeah, it's like a suspension of disbelief type of thing. And it, yeah, I'm enjoying this. It sounds pretty fucking good. It's hardcore. It's got all of the metal elements that I like. It's got really strong vocals. I think it might leave a little bit to be desired because it has just the one effect. It's only the one distortion. It doesn't really do much else. But I think that the reason why is because I don't think we're really getting a chance to really hear what it is that you're able to do, because it sounds like you're very viable behind the mic. So, and I feel like we're not really, elevating that and putting that on a pedestal and really showing that off. It sounds hidden almost. But the screams sound really fucking good. Or maybe you just sound viable behind the mic because of the distortion. I don't know. I think it sounds good as it is right now, so you should probably change nothing, and I'm just talking out of my ass, Okay, the next one is called Self-Aware. Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that.
This one is the longest song on the album, so let's dive into this one. It's Self-Aware.
Fade out.
interesting passage there. It just seemed to change time signatures or something, or maybe just like an effect or whatever. It felt like it was in triplets, but like it was just a really weird beat, but it was like rocking still. You could still nod along to it. It felt really good. And then just like these really quick rapid fire blast beats that would just be like that shit is, it just it just speaks to me. It just warms my little heart. It warms my black heart. It's just good. I like it. I like that a lot. Oh man, and then this shit right here is what goes so hard. I'm gonna back up a little bit, because we go from these super mega chaotic parts where the bass guitar is like whoa, whoa, and then we've got all these blast beats and change ups going on, and then we have these mega distorted discordant notes on the guitars, like ghosty type shit. And then we'll get into these parts where everything is all together, and it's just it's so good. It's just so good. The transition from one part to the next is just super solid. It's just really, really good. Oh man, this fucking step down is super sick. It's just, oh my god, it's fucking disgusting. It's so good. It's just gross. That's super cool. It was like a solo or some shit. It's just a really neat composition. Like, I can't believe that was 4.5 minutes. It was just, it was very progressive. It went from one thing to the next. It didn't have a whole lot of repeating passages, which repeating passages makes songs feel kind of long, especially, but whatever. But this really, really worked. So we're 4 tracks deep into this album, and it's really fucking good. It's actually good for what it is. You know, whenever I have full VST albums or like noisecore and stuff like that, it's always like hit and miss with me. It's just like, ugh, I'm not so sure. But this is really fucking solid stuff. I like that a lot.
I cannot help it, but like I wanna click on that like visualizer like 2 times and open like the it's called Classic Spectrum Analyzer, like the default one in Winamp, because like it's too small on the screen, and I want like to see it like in its whole beauty. But then I realized it's not the Winamp; it's the video on YouTube, and it's embedded in Discord, which only makes it worse. So like I cannot just click the Winamp and like play around with it with the EQ, with the, like the pen, like it. I don't know. I'm just using Winamp like is my main music player on desktop, so I usually like play around with it like all the time. So it is kind of frustrating when I see Winamp that I cannot interact with. So, dang.
I've never used Winamp, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've been using it since '98 when I got my like first computer or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just very sad that they turned into monkey brains, like monkey, like the hipster monkey thing. Like the company bought Winamp and turned it into that hipster monkey thing everyone is talking about. Or
right.
Yeah, so like they basically ruined the whole thing. But the old version still works and is still functional, and for what it does, it's still an amazing player, because like I don't use anything else for music, and I exclusively listen to music offline. So yeah. Anyways, Winamp aesthetics is really fitting to this whole music album, and I really appreciate the usage of like custom Winamp skin and how you just recorded basically playing on your desktop. This is really cool, honestly. I don't see much of that during like the full album videos, because it's usually just something just plain boring, like the album artwork slapped on on it, the track titles like switching from one to second to third, etc. But like having an actual Winamp recorded, this is pretty fun. This is good like vibes.
It is a vibe. It is a vibe. I think that it's just neat as a whole package. You've done very well. As simple as it is, it just works. It's so good.
Call me an old fart, but I am like very nostalgic for for that shit.
Yeah.
Hey Stallion, guess what?
Yeah.
Zonanka with peppermint. Let's go!
Hey.
Zoranka? Oh, is that your horse's name?
No, Zonanka. You don't know that animation?
Oh
wait.
Yeah, Anka Zone. I know what you're talking about. Yes, I am familiar with it. Yeah. Oh shit, that would be funny as fuck. But anyway, let's keep going. We've got CrashieTunez' 5th track. This is called "Isolated Inside." Is this a Slam Worldwide song?
No, that's fireworks.
God,
Is it a Slam Worldwide song?
It's so this is very, very loud. All right.
Is that a firework? It sounds like a firework. Like you launch a rocket into the sky or something like that, and you just like when you launch a rocket into the sky, it produces the Slam Worldwide intro sound.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Like, but it's actually a rocket. That's a startup idea, you know?
Ah, dang, it's very... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to turn it down. It's fucking... It's just killing me.
End.
Too loud.
It is killing me.
Yeah.
That one was half as long as the last one, and it just felt so very long. But they can't all be bangers, I guess.
Sound more like an interlude, to be honest.
A bit of a bit of like a breather there, a vibe check.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I can see that. It was a vibe check for sure. So let me
what? It reminded me of Syriac animations and music.
I'm familiar.
The dude who made Cows and Cows and Cows, the creepy teddy bears videos with cats, with spiders and all that, when it just transforms into like really creepy stuff and like very trippy, sometimes 8-bit, sometimes whatever music. Yeah, okay, whatever.
I don't know what you're talking about, my bad.
Like, it's very trippy and very creepy, and it gave me that kind of vibe for a second, especially during that like drum and bass break in the middle.
Okay. All right, we're on to the next one. This one is called Degenerate Revenge. Let's dive in. Oh no, it's still quiet. Hang on. Let me bring it back up and play it again. Oh my god. Okay. Degenerate Revenge. I don't know about using the toms in place of like it sounds like it's in place of like the bass drum. I don't hear any bass drum going on. It's interesting. This is an interesting. There's just a lot of interesting artistic choices going on that I'm still getting used to. I do like the sound of these. What's it called? The samples. The drum samples are pretty good. You know, it might also be because we've washed it out with a bunch of compression and all that shit. But I think it sounds pretty fucking good. I like the samples. The way that the way that blast beat sounds is just really solid. That is good stuff. This passage here riff, I guess. I don't know what the fuck you'd call this. That shit goes hard as fuck. It is so good. Fucking solid. I like even the outro that where we called back to that previous riff, but then, you know, without the vocals, and it just, man, the way it ended was pretty good. Now we're on to SpinScissor. SpinScissor's in this one.
I saw him in chat.
I saw him in chat, yes. SpinScissor, or them, I don't know. But yeah, Sacrifice by featuring SpinScissor is the 7th track. Let's check it out. Is this SpinScissor's gutturals on here, or because I noticed that we're not doing the distortion thing. I thought it was going to be short lived, but we're doing a lot of it, and I'm wondering if that's SpinScissor doing those vocals. Is that true?
Yep.
Okay.
That's him. That's him.
Because these vocals
He's
are
insane.
super solid. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's unexpected.
I'm really, really amazed. I'm actually super, super impressed. I don't ever remember hearing SpinScissor do vocals like these before, but holy shit, nailing it. It's just really good. Fucking hell. Okay. Yeah. Hearing
like his you know actual like of a file that he sent me.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah. Well, you've treated them well. It sounds really good in the final product. I like it. Yeah.
I love it too. It's amazing.
It is good. It's really good. Let's keep her going. That was a pretty fucking good breakdown, though. Mapper in chat, or Madoka in chat, or whatever the fuck we're calling you, wherever you are. I swear to God, anytime we interact, you have a different name on whatever platform. But yeah, Mapper in chat is correct. That breakdown was fucking solid as hell. So that was a good one. That was good. I liked that one. We're moving on to the next one. This one is Spiraling with
Is this
Things.
like the actual interlude, like between the like in the middle of the album, like between the album tracks? Because like it looks like stylized the same way the intro and the outro of the album are. So it's like probably an interlude, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Let's see what it is. This reminds me of like Smoke Break from whatever you call that band, Zavlegos, this
What?
band here. These guys, they have a band. They have an album called Gore 2.0, and there's a track right in the middle called Smoke Break, where it's like really really chill, but the drums are just like going the fuck off.
Well, that's probably just classic breakcore.
It's good. I like it. It's good stuff. I also like these breaks because it gives me more of a chance to really really connect with the drums, while not being like molested by other instruments.
I did not expect that.
No, I didn't expect like a hip hop style break, but it was good.
And then it transitions into blast beat. This is awesome. This is
All right,
awesome.
I'm gonna back up a few seconds because I want to
Yeah,
hear
yeah.
the whole thing. Yes, amen. Break and trap breakdown. This is good. Cool fucking song. That was a really neat little interlude there. That was good. That's good. OMG, Prince Whatever released an album. Please don't. I'm gonna put that out there. Okay? I don't want to have to sit here and listen and go, yeah. Yep, it's a Prince Whatever post-hardcore type of like sort of metalcore release. It was like, yep, there's that. I just don't. There isn't really enough. There isn't enough.
Let's go.
In a Prince Whatever song for me to like comment on. I'll just listen to it and be like, okay, that's a vibe. I don't want to be sitting here for however long it is, fucking 30 to 45 minutes, and just be like, neat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nothing against him. I just there's Prince Whatever music doesn't like fucking blow my mind. Like I never listen to Prince Whatever music and just go, oh my god, that was so good, I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life type of shit. Yeah. What did you said about Prince whatever? Oh, and he's got a saw.
He said PW. It stands for Perfect World, the MMO RPG game.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh wait. I forgot. Unearthly Archetype is the 9th track. Let's dive right in. That's super fucking solid guttural right there. That was delicious. Yes, break it down. Let's do it.
No? Got him.
I have been bamboozled. I thought we were gonna break it down.
You expect a breakdown, but get fucking blast beat like right in your face. Psych.
It was good though. It worked. It wasn't like so bad. It wasn't like, oh, okay, you know, it was good. It was like, all right, this is a vibe. It's good. I like it.
Imagine doing it live.
I'm sorry. Yeah, right. Everybody's doing the wall of death, and then the fucking breakdown or the breakdown hits, and the fucking wall of death comes into a blast beat. People would die. There would be death.
Visible confusion on their faces.
Oh shit, that's so good. This is so fucking cool. It goes hard as fuck. Oh my god. That it's just fucking, it's so neat. It's just a weird fucking sound, but it just works so well. I love it. right, all right. That was super fucking cool. I think that was my favorite one. It was just like, I don't know, just the way that it fucking broke down and like, the way it broke down toward the end with all of the weird fucking sounds and shit like that. It just, man, it was just interesting as fuck. Really, really good shit. I liked that one a lot. This one is called Subject to Sorcery. All right. The 10th song of the album. Let's check her out. That is true. My one regret is that I only have but one like to give for all the blast beats in this fucking album. This is really good.
Wait, so you can hit a like button, then you hear another blast beat, you hit the like button again, the like cancels, then you like it again, then you like unlike it, then you like it again. And that should probably work, but unfortunately YouTube won't count it as many likes as possible. Likes farming on YouTube when I don't know.
Right. It's so good. It's especially this, I don't know, it's just good. All right, let's keep her going. That was a really weird sound. It did, but it was cool as fuck. I don't know. I don't know. It's really strange to me because like usually whenever I listen to songs that are like more synthetic or whatever, that are more produced rather than played, I always really like hate it when people like insert a bunch of weird sounds together. But in this type of music where it's just noisy and chaotic and all that shit, it just works really well and it's interesting, you know? When a new sound happens, you're like, wow, cool, you know?
I think it's the addition of vocals that makes it sound more realistic and like that you're listening to something like more actual and I don't know, it gives it a different type of environment or like context.
Right. It's not total bullshit. Like, because whenever I listen to like normal like noisecore or whatever, just the whole the whole what's it called? The idea of just like throwing noises together, or just the idea of destroying sounds. Because like I think Madoka explained it to me one time, many years ago, when I was just like, why do you do this? And he was like, it's fun to take a sound and then put it into a DAW and then just try to fucking destroy it and make a completely different sound. And that to me was just like nonsense. Like I didn't enjoy listening to that. Madoka's like really early stuff where it was literally, I think he had an album an album. It was like an EP, and it was like 6 tracks long, and all the tracks were like 3 seconds long, and it was just all like, ah! And then it would be over, and I was like, okay, I hate all of this, you know? I can't remember the name of the album, but I'm almost 100% certain that it was Mapper in chat, that this was his album. And yeah, it was, that kind of stuff doesn't vibe with me, but this, with vocals, and even though it's all kind of the same thing where it's just a bunch of sounds just thrown together, with the addition of vocals and obviously putting thought into the composition and whatever, it works out really, really, really well. And I like it a lot. I'm enjoying this. So, anyway. Nice. That was a cool ending too, where we dropped everything out and we just played the melody. That was fucking awesome. I liked that. That one was really good too. Damn. I think the one featuring SpinScissor is my favorite one so far, though. Makes me want to dig out my Commodore 64. I know a guy. Actually, he's like a really good friend of mine. We don't really talk a whole lot because he's a dad as well. So we spend the majority of our time just with our kids instead of like hanging out. Dad friendships are weird like that. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway.
Was it like his project called like Balefire or something like that?
That is. Yes, that's him.
With Two Mimics to Midnight.
Yes.
I think you've checked that stuff like on early streams like last year.
They made that Balefire shit was fucking fire. It was really, really good.
Like 8 bits mixed with metal or something like that.
It was really cool. The old Commodore 64. Well, he does it with a Game Boy. He makes all of that with a Game Boy. It's fucking crazy. It's cool. But anyway, this is Mirrored Sedation. This is the second to last song on the album. Okay, let's check it out. Now let me back up a second. I want to get the whole song. just goes so hard. I don't really have anything new to say about it. That's kind of like what happens with these album reviews. That's kind of what happens with these album reviews, is that like eventually there's not really much to contribute anymore. It's just all like, that is a vibe. That is a vibe. That is all the same shit that I have to say about the last one. It just, it goes hard as fuck. There's not really a whole lot to say. What was it say? If you let your child monopolize your time, next thing you know, you're a good parent. Though be thankful you have time to spend, and while it's appreciated, because before you know it, you'll be like, hey, want to do something? And you'll be like, geez, Dad, I want a space. Quit bugging me. Heh. That is true. My kid spends all of his time at his friend's house now, and it's like, no! But, it's okay. So, we are moving on.
There goes the outro.
Yes, this is the last song of the album. Let's pay close attention. Okay. This is 12. The song is called Final. Let's check it out.
A person who thinks all the time has nothing to think about except thoughts. So, he loses touch with reality and lives in a world of illusions. By thoughts, I mean specifically chatter in the skull, perpetual and compulsive repetition of words, of reckoning and calculating. I'm not saying that thinking is bad. Like everything else, it's useful in moderation. A good servant is a bad master. And all so-called civilized people have increasingly become crazy and self-destructive.
What the fuck is that speech? I have no idea. I don't know what this is. What is this from, Mr. Tunes? If that is your real name. Is he even still in the fucking VC? What the hell?
Yep.
All right. What is this? What is this speech from? What is the sample that we're listening to?
I have it saved somewhere, but I forget what it's called. But it's a 40-minute long sermon or something.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're listening to a sermon, and it's got that's like sort of fast-paced, like breakbeat noise type of thing going on, which is super cool. Very atmospheric so far. Let's keep going.
A grand finale, if you will.
Okay. I gotcha. It's snowing here now. That sucks. I hate the snow. I like it when it's cold, but I hate the snow. All right.
Because through excessive thinking they get lost up with reality. That's to say, we confuse signs, words, numbers, symbols, and ideas with the real world. Most of us would have rather money than tangible wealth, and the great occasion is somehow spoiled for us unless photographed. And to read about it the next day in the newspaper is oddly more fun for us than the original event. This is a disaster. For as a result of confusing the real world of nature with mere signs, such as
consider in matters spiritual, psychological, and so on, as an authority. Has this authority because of your opinion that he has, or she has? How do you know?
Okay, well, it's an interesting choice for an outro. It's a lot more chill, and it does kind of put a nice little bow on things. I think that it is a complete divorce from everything else, but that's neat. That's okay. That's
like pure breakcore.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Okay. So that was Crashie Tunez. Do we have any final words? Because I have talked throughout the whole album, so I don't really have anything else to say about it other than what I've already said. Any final thoughts there?
Yeah. Actually, I have a few.
Okay.
It is it is a concept album.
Okay.
Yeah. All of the all the lyrics are on Bandcamp. Also, what
You
else
and your
was there?
penis and poopiness.
What?
What?
Yeah. I can't yeah. I am not much of a talker either, so forgive me if I'm like stumbling on my words.
You're all right,
No,
man.
that's okay.
Yeah, we're
Cool.
Yeah.
All right,
So
cool.
it's a concept album. What are the because obviously I didn't look at the lyrics, and in this genre of music you don't necessarily pay attention a whole lot to the lyrics. For me, it's mostly sound design. Lyrics aren't like a huge part of why I listen to music. Every once in a while, if they're like highly intelligible, then it can add to it or take away, whatever, that kind of thing. But in this one I wasn't. So what is the overall theme that we were shooting for on the vocals?
Just and 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 extreme take on like escapism.
Okay.
And yeah.
An extreme take on escapism. Okay.
Escapism, blah 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 blah. Like with the like internet and stuff and the media.
Mm-hmm. I gotcha. That would be, I guess, the method of mechanical wires in an open casket that kind of, sort of, it goes along with it. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
Supported by, look at that, one
hey,
of our own.
Gorgod.
Nice. Attaboy. So cool. What about you, Strings? Do you got any final notes here before we move on to the next album? I am probably gonna just play a couple of songs and step out, since I'm not vaping anymore, which is super dumb. But anyway, we'll.
I don't know, honestly. I liked it, but like for my personal taste, when it comes to this particular type of music, when it's just like pretty much everything except for the vocals is synthesized, I prefer a more melodic approach when it has like less of the like brutal type of delivery and more on melodic side, when there are like a lot of, even if it's chaotic enough, I prefer when it's like when there's more different type of melodic lines and even the chord progressions, even in this type of genre. Like it can be as noisy as it gets. It can be even noisier, even less controlled, you know. But like if it does not have enough melodic elements to it, it is usually just not my cup of tea. I can really appreciate how it's all crafted and like mixed together, because it might sound like counterintuitive, and like for some for some it might sound even like surprising or confusing, but when you make something really like noisy and chaotic stuff that is like overdriven, distorted, overloaded with like like pure wall of noise, it is insanely hard to get that particular sound and keep it all balanced and chaotic at the same time. Because like I can think of an example of a band called Anal Natrach. If you're familiar with it, I'm pretty sure some of you are. And the thing is that their music is like extremely aggressive, like extremely aggressive, like the even more extreme than that, if I could say. But the thing is that it all sounds very, very loud, very distorted, very wall of noise. Very wall of noise. Such wow, much words. But when they perform live, just one broken element in this whole scheme, and it just falls apart. Like it is very noisy. It is like all mixed together. It's incomprehensible, but it's still very unique in how it's structured and how it holds together by some elements that just hold it together. So if you remove one little piece of the puzzle, and it just falls apart. Like it is very fragile, chaotic balance as it is. Because like normies, you know who normies are. Normies
Right.
who think, oh, this is just noise. This is easy. You just like put the distortion at 100%, and there you go. This is noise. This is cool. This is how it works. No, it doesn't. You need patience, and you need a proper like taste in this type of music to make it sound noisy, distorted, overdriven, overloaded, yet balanced. It like even in this chaotic type of music, there is balance, and there should be balance. So like if you're unintended, you might not understand it, but trust me, balance is as important in like noisecore and noise metal type of music as it is in any other music genre, be it electronic or like non-electronic music. It is still like very important to keep the balance in the middle of all this chaos. Like having a controlled chaos is very, very difficult. So yeah, I can appreciate how it was like constructed and completed and balanced. Like I'm not a huge fan of how it sounds musically or like melodically, but I can appreciate all the effort that was put into it and how it does sound appealing, especially like during like the breakdowns, how the vocals are processed and balanced and, you know, like completed with the instrumental. So yeah, I can appreciate the efforts that were put into this one.
I think it was really, and you know, it seems all crazy and shit. There's just so much thought put into it, you could tell. Yeah, really a solid album. It's probably because even the commercial, I guess, I don't know if you would consider them commercial releases, but like things like Anal Cunt, those really far out there noisecore type of like grindy, you know, dog shit. Those are, even those, I didn't enjoy most of them. This was really good though. This was really, really solid shit. So there you go. That is an hour and a half down, and we've got one album covered, and then we're gonna move on to BurningGryphon.
Right.
And I'm really into that. So I'm sure that we'll have a lot of things to say about that one. I am going to take a break for a super quick second. I need to, let's see here. I'm going to put Ponytown on top of my standby screen. And then play some music, and I will BRB, as they say, and then we'll be covering what's it called? BurningGryphon's album. That way.
Ponies After Midnight.
Ponies After Midnight, right. So I'm going to sleep, and we'll be right back, and then we'll cover that.
I sleep. And then real shit?
Yeah. I'll also ping people on Twitter. Maybe, I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let me mute, and I'll be right back.
А, я такое пробовал, слушай.
Вот типа он как бы зашибись.
Да.
Его,
Ну, его
видите,
прям варить надо, правда.
его варить 5 минут всего. Ты просто кипятишь немножечко. Да. Кипятишь пол-литра воды, там 600 мл на пачке написано. Закидываешь его туда на 5 минут кипящую воду. Сливаешь бульон в тарелку, потом закидываешь его туда, и потом докидываешь соус. Получается просто... Оно очень сытное. Эта дрянь просто очень сытная. Просто, ну, по сравнению с обычным дошиком, вот, дошик просто вообще ни во что не годится. Хоть красный, хоть зеленый. Он, там,
да.
специи эти
Ну,
всякие.
когда денег нет, это единственное, что можно пожарить, наверное.
Блин, просто там специи вот эти все, они меня просто дико бесят. А тут вот именно соус. И соус, он, ну, достаточно горький. И это не яичная лапша, а она пшеничная, поэтому ее, собственно, и варить надо. Ну и она получается.
Ну да. А, кстати, куда делся этот, как же его? Ну, челик, который тут сидел.
Сказал, что не варить.
Да, я что-то пропустил.
Пролистай, что я там написал.
I shoved the whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
Okie dokie
Congratulations.
dokie. Nosotros estamos de vuelta. Sacrificio or something.
Puta.
Yeah. Mucho música. On the stream or whatever the word is for that. So we are back, and we are going over a BurningGryphon album, Ponies After Midnight. This is this. It'll be songs about after dark, or I guess I don't know. Ponies
A
After
few
Midnight.
words before we begin, because nobody reads the fucking descriptions.
That is true.
So, these songs are actually made back in 27. Well, we recorded them in 2018 in like a month. Fuck the vocalist, by the way. He was an absolute asshole.
Really?
But yeah, but the guitarist, who was also the leader, was like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna do pony songs anymore. Y'all can take the lyrics and the old songs, and if you want to, you can release them with the credit. Of course, the credit is in the description as well.
Yeah.
And basically, since 2017,
Okay. Okay.
well, since 2018, I have been wanting to re-release it in a better quality because I had to record everything and master everything. I didn't know how. The old release is trash, so I guess
Okay.
let's listen to the new one.
Okay, so this is like it's sort of like a VIP, like a variance in production type of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. We're checking out this BurningGryphon. We've got ska punk to begin. Ha na prauk bluey. Ponies After Midnight. Much higher. Okay, let's check it out. Oh my god, so very loud. Let us more equalize that. Sing along, yeah.
Казалось, вижу я волков, смотрящих с небосвода. И пусть вам кажется, что маюсь дурью я, что лишь смотрю, как барабанит дождь по крышам. На самом деле это не моя стезя, мое сознание на порядок выше. На порядок выше. Я разгоняю облака и думаю о людях.
It's very, very ska punk, you know, which is cool. That's not something I'm used to hearing in the BurningGryphon style.
The fucking trumpet, the jazz bass line, that's all elements of ska.
Okay, that's pretty neat. I think the bass feels pretty good. It's and you know, it's a typical BurningGryphon production where it's like super over compressed, but that's all right. I think it works out pretty good. It's not hiding anything. Nothing's being buried underneath anything.
Actually, sorry to interrupt you, but fun fact, I used a lot less compression in this one. I used like a very different type of like limiting compression, so it doesn't feel like it's probably YouTube, because YouTube fucking compresses the shit out of everything.
Yeah, I gotcha. Let me ping. We are back. Yeah, so it's good. I think it sounds pretty good. It's not. The most compression that I'm hearing is this bass drum. The bass drum is very, very punchy, very just type of shit. But it's not. But yeah, it's not like overpowering. It's not like really taking over. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, let's keep her going.
С подругами гуляю я и думаю о чуде. И если даже я зависла в уголке, мне интересно, что есть покой, занявшись собственной судьбой. Мое предназначение философа учения и древних свитков мир чужой. И древних свитков мир чужой. И древних свитков мир. И пусть вам кажется, что маюсь дурью я.
This reminds me of Jesus Couldn't Drum. I don't think I've heard Jesus Couldn't Drum. But I think this guitar tone has a pretty good. I like the guitar tone. It's kind of it's real bright, and it works out really well. I think it's neat.
You know what's actually funny?
And it just kind of steps down. And this down tempo section right here feels really good, especially with the high energy stuff from before. It feels cool. I like it.
You know what's actually funny?
Ну, я еще быстрее начал
For
играть в
metal, I use the same guitar tone every time, but for like punk and shit like that, I always dial it from the ground up.
Yeah. Well, you did good. It sounds really good.
Лишь смотрю,
Like for every song.
барабанит дождь по крышам.
Now the vocalist seems to be ever so slightly not synced up with himself. It sounds like he's slightly off, and that's a little jarring. But the overall sound design is good. It sounds good.
На самом деле это не моя стезя, мое сознание на порядок выше. Он порядок выше. Он порядок выше. Он порядок выше.
A good solid outro too. That was nice. Cool. Oh, cool. We've got different album art for different songs. That's sweet. That's really good.
Yeah, I asked
you
another
can tell
a friend artist of mine to do covers for it,
Mm-hmm.
and I paid her a little bit, of course. And she
Very
did
nice.
she did amazing. What I have given her no context whatsoever. Here's the songs, here's the lyrics, do something with it, and she did amazing.
Go wild.
Sounds good. Okay. Where can we get cider? This one is Ray Gz Ham Snappa Archetype. Yes.
Ham. That's
Ham.
what's important.
Yes, the ham is the important part here.
Ham and cider. I don't know.
It's a perfect mix. You can't go wrong. You know, that sounds like I don't know, Christmas or something like that. You get together, you have a honey-kissed ham and cider or eggnog, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
Last Christmas, I gave you my dick.
Yes, it's good. Let's see here. This is the second song from the Ponies at Midnight album, and it's just about dudes wanting to get cider because remember, no cider equals no ponies. All right, let's keep her going. I get my cider down at Dickens Cider. Dickens Cider. I've never heard that before. Dickens Cider. Dickens Cider. Oh, what? That's that's a song? Oh,
Is that a
interesting.
meme?
I guess it's a meme. Who knew? Dickens Cider is now Dickens Cider Company. Look at that. That's a thing. Okay. Oh my god, I just got it. You said, yeah, old joke, and it clicked. Dickens Cider. Okay.
Yep.
I am an idiot. I'm sitting here going, oh.
The prophecy is true.
Right? I get my dick in cider. That's fucking dumb. I love it.
Закат на небе преобразился в красках. С бутылкой сидра я приближаюсь к коте, но продавщица мне говорит уныло: я не продам вам, ведь 10 наступило. В глазах слезинки, словно сыграл я в ящик. Ну как смотреть мне? 6-й сезон поняшек. Что мне делать? Эх, подвела суббота. Завтра нельзя, ведь послезавтра на работу. Где же мне сидра достать?
All right, hi, Vincent Garzon. We see you. What's up?
Закрыты уже магазины. Где же мне сидра достать? Хоть литра половину.
This, yeah, the vocalist is,
Yeah, sorry about that.
no,
No,
it's
I
not
mean,
you.
I mean the instrumental is just Felicita, you know.
Oh, is it?
It literally is. It literally is, actually. It literally
Yeah.
is Felicita. But
Yeah.
we just fucking did the lyrics as in where the fuck are we gonna get cider? And we fucking all the whole band laughed so hard at this idea, but we did it anyway.
Like, that's a good reference. That's a good reference. Like, you know, Felicita, выйду на улицу, выебу курицу, Felicita, etc. So on. Like,
This
You know.
is all very new to me. I don't know what any of that is.
you know, like, Felicita is a very popular, I think it's Italian song. Very, like, old song from, okay, studio 1982.
Okay.
By Italian duo Albano and Romina Power, released in 1982. So yeah, that's like very like famous pop song, and like this chord progression is like such an earworm, honestly. And, like no one speaks Italian here, so the only word they know is Felicita, and they just keep adding different lines to replace whatever gibberish in Italian they are singing. It's like Felicita, na 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 Felicita, na 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 Felicita, na 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 Felicita, Felicita, and like folks are just like putting anything in there to replace
Right.
the Italian lines they don't know and they don't understand. So like it's kind of a meme song, but it's a very old meme.
I
By
can
the way,
see
the
that.
text is from a Russian song, which is actually also a reference to Felicita, which is called "Where Can We Get Billamore," which is like cigarettes.
Здесь была, кстати.
Okay.
Павла.
Alrighty.
Где Беломора достать?
Okay, let's keep her going.
Где же мне сидра достать? В почти 11 ночи. Огонь сидра хочет, нет его, нет по ней. Иду расстроен, как классика в подъезде. И вот нас двое, чужих, но все же вместе. Сидим бесцельно на крыше старой башни. И на ноутбуке смотрим лайвстрим понежный. Стучит сердечко, рукам немного нервно. На 21-м по высоте примерно. В сумку залез я, и как это ни странно, вытащил пиво со взглядом партизана. Где же мне сидра достать? Закрыты уже магазины.
Okay, so like it has it's very loud and it's very, very compressed. I mean, I understand that you're saying that you use a lot less compression as normal, but it's just like it's still, especially for this style with all of the horns and guitars, there's a lot of elements going on that seem very, loud, which is okay. Just the vocals come out so very loud, and the vocalist just isn't very good. I think that the sound design is good, but the vocalist is just not really killing it.
I'm probably the only one who could like sing in Russian, because I don't know any other, like locally at least, some people who can go and record in at my place, because I was planning to record with our trumpet player, who's actually a good vocalist. Is a lot better than me. But by the time I was recording this, he was in the army, and when he came back from the army, I didn't exactly have contact with him, so I wasn't able to get a hold of him. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna record it myself." And yeah,
Okay,
it is what it is.
yeah, it is what it is. It's not terrible. It's sellable, you know what I mean? It's not like the worst thing I've ever heard. It's not unlistenable garbage, you know what I mean? It's just taking away so much. Yeah, let's keep it going.
Теплое пиво стало еще паршивей. Да лучше б не было вообще тут никакого пива. Конец и титры нам намекают автор. Еще недавно рисовал Грим дожди. Мы будем вместе плевать днем или ночью, бухать подъезда и делать все, что хочем. Мы выпьем пиво и скажем вам, ребята, не нужно делать друг другу неприятно. Где же мне сидра достать? Закрыты уже магазины. Где же мне сидра достать? Хоть литра половину. Где же мне сидра достать? В почти 11 ночи. Когда мне сидра хочет, нет его, нет по ней.
These passages like these where because the guitars are really good. I think that the guitars occupy a certain frequency range and they sound good and they mix well with the bass. I think VST it sounds like that sounds good. And then this like very subtle lead that's behind everything is good. The drums are it's a good sounding kit. I have no complaints there. Just the vocals, I think, in my opinion, are just a little too loud. They might be dialed back a little.
Yeah, I always try to duck them in, but that's not always happening. For some reason, like no matter how I turn them down, they still are way too fucking loud, and I don't know what to do with that. Also, always remember that I don't own a bass, so I always do with MIDI. So like all my bass is just always a MIDI. That's
which
just
is
a given.
Which is fine. Yeah, that's okay. It sounds okay. Okay, let's keep going.
Закрыты уже магазины.
Whenever you do vocals Before you compress, before the mixing and mastering chain, the vocals should, in my opinion, the way I do it is that I make the vocals kind of quiet, where the vocals are overpowered, and then whenever you compress everything, it usually makes the vocals pop out. So instead of leveling the vocals on top of the mix to be louder than everything else, so you can definitely hear the vocals before compression, that is, instead I will scoop out part of the frequency range of the entire instrumental. So the upper frequencies, if you ever hear the vocals that I do, my vocals, whenever I'm mixing and mastering them, if they're by themselves, they sound real tinny, because they're just upper frequencies, and then everything else on the instrumental is all lower frequencies. There's a little bit of overlap in the mid-range, but for the most part, the vocals are pretty much everything. It's vocals and cymbals, which is why if there's a lot of cymbal action, this is something I haven't really been able to fix in my own mixes, and you hear this really, really clearly in Las Ponis Horidas in the first track. If there's a lot of cymbal action going on, the vocals will get buried. The vocals will suddenly drop below the mix, and you won't be able to understand what's being said. You'll hear that there are vocals, but you won't really understand them. And that is usually the problem that I run into with vocals, is that I have a lot of conflict between the cymbals and the vocals because of the way I shelve things. And I think that might be the issue here, is that you have the full range of vocal sound, because like whenever you're EQing vocals, do you cut off the lower frequencies?
Yes.
Yeah. And like at what frequency range are you cutting it off at?
Just about mid-range,
Yeah.
because male vocal has to be some mid-range at least, because they can't
Okay.
be all highs.
Right. See, because that's what I do. My shit is extreme. Like, I think I'm cutting mine off at like 3,000 hertz. Is that there are no
1,000?
Yeah, like a lot.
Wait.
You're cutting off the entire mid-range into high range.
Yeah. Like that's what I was saying, is that my vocals, whenever if you hear the vocals just by themselves, they come off as kind of tinny, because if there's no other sounds, and that's because I shelf them the way that I
Actually,
do.
hold on, hold the phone. It's funny you say that, yet at the same time, for example, in I don't know if you did that for My Little Putrefaction, but I could clearly hear the bass in the vocals.
Oh well, my Little Putrefaction was not mine. I did not. Yeah, I didn't do that one. Hang on, I'll just pull up my DAW really quick and figure out where I'm cutting it off at. Maybe
Didn't you mean
maybe I'm
like
just exaggerating.
300 and not like 3,000? Because like 3,000 sounds like a little bit too extreme, Like you're cutting like everything.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah, you are correct. Like on the dot too. I thought it was doing way more. I'm boosting. I leave things alone and I boost at 3,000. That's where I'm boosting, but I've got some.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm just like,
if everything below 3,000 hertz is missing, then there's nothing left to sound,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I dropped my EQ in the stream text, and yeah,
I see now.
Yeah, I'll do a soft shelf. I cut off at 300 where there's nothing at all, and then I boost it at 3,000. That was my bad. I misspoke.
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
Yeah. So it's boosted at 3,000 to really make those upper frequencies pop out. And which conflicts with the. Go ahead.
I basically just do the same thing. Like I send all of my instrumental tracks to one group track, like the drums, the bass, the guitars, etc., into one group track, and then I scoop the mids or like play with mid-side EQ to leave some space for vocals, and then I slap the vocals on top of the instrumental that is already like prepared to get the vocals into it. So
okay.
Everything sounds more natural. I don't know. It's not like slapping the vocals onto the mix, but like putting the vocals into the mix.
Okay. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm driving at, is that this seems this seems like the vocals are leveled to be way louder, and then we compress, which makes the vocals even louder on top of everything else. And I think that's really one of the main issues that I'm having with this sound design here. But everything else, all the instruments sound good individually. I'm just thinking that we're having a problem with the leveling there, just for that reason exactly. So, all right, let's keep it going.
Где же нам сидра достать, хоть литра половину? Где же нам сидра достать в остаток сумрачной ночи? Организм сидра хочет, нет, не понят по ней. Организм сидра хочет, нет, не понят по ней. Организм сидра хочет, нет, не понят по ней.
It just fell apart at the end.
A little bit, yeah. And there's a lot of silence at the end of the track. A lot of silence.
In general, I feel like the track is like incredibly long for what it offers.
Yeah, the music is more important than the mix.
True.
Honestly. It's true to an extent, because like,
well, it depends, you know, on the context, I guess.
It's so okay. To me, it's like a painting, right? The painting can be really good, but if you stick it in a shitty frame, then it's gonna take away from what the quality of the painting. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't agree with that, honestly.
Really?
Like, I remember like Woodmaster like tweeting about it on Twitter like semi recently, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I said something like that the original. Like,
he was tweeting about furry music, yeah.
I don't remember the context, honestly, but like you can make something. Okay. I cannot open Twitter right now because I have to run VPN and that will drop my internet speed. So
we will jump onto the lean Oreos analyst desk.
Don't do that. Don't risk that. Don't risk opening Twitter on stream. I beg you. That was like long ago. What I said. Because like I wanted to quote like the entire thing, but I don't remember it like word for word.
Do you remember any word from it so we can find it?
Turd.
Turd? Oh, there it is. A well-polished turd is still a turd. A well-mixed manure is still manure. A well-mastered skill of spitting into the ceiling is merely a skill of that. Yet you can polish an old surface till it shines, mix the cocoa till it's good, and master your skill of being creative. Song composition... Yeah, so Rootmaster said song composition, melody, and originality trump mixing and mastering skills 100% of the time. You can always go back to older gems and polish them with acquired production skills. You can't save an immaculately produced boring song. Okay, that is, I think that's true, but that kind of goes along with what I was saying, is that you can go back to older gems and polish them with acquired production skills. You can take a painting out of a shitty frame and put it in a better frame. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. I don't disagree with any of this, which is why, you know, like, but then again, it's part of the whole package, you know, like this song here is good, You know, it's got some sound design issues that I'm not super crazy about, but like, imagine having good mixing. I know, right?
Can be me.
That it's good, you know. But you know, there's sound design issues that I would do differently, but I think that it's all a whole package, because whenever you're saying like,
I prefer to buy things without packaging, you know.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Save the fucking environment, fuck's sake.
Right. He says the mixing and mastering skills. So, I think that when people are comparing mixing and mastering skills, they're going off of, remember that Adam Neely quote where he was talking about what is good music? He said, actually what you're talking about is what music conforms to the standards of, what did he say, like white German something or another. You know what I'm talking about.
Music is racist. Yeah, I remember that.
Right. The music is racist. That video. And that's kind of the same idea, is that we're basing our mixing and mastering skills off of commercial releases and comparing it to that. I find excuse me, I find that stuff like Slam Worldwide, all of their mixing and mastering sounds exactly the same. Try making a product without packaging. I mean, I'm just saying, if you're trying to distribute something. But anyway, it's like, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank so hard. So it is like we're comparing things to commercial releases, but I have found that I enjoy independent releases, not commercial releases, because commercial releases all sound the same and there's not really a whole lot to go off of. Like when I send my tracks off to be mixed and mastered, you know, by a professional, it comes back and it doesn't, and to me it loses a lot of its flavor, which is why I did Las Pones Jodidas myself. I did all that mixing and mastering myself because it lost a lot of its own. You know, I feel like my first two albums lost a lot of character from being professionally mixed and mastered. But then again, the majority of people like what you hear in a commercial release, or else, you know, they wouldn't be doing it that way. Like there wouldn't be mass production of music to sound it that way. And yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of mixed feelings about how mixing and mastering and how it will translate into your skills or something like that. But I think you're correct in that you can take a well-polished turd and it's still a turd, but you can take a really good song that's mixed poorly and you can do a VIP and it will just, you know, or a re-release or whatever, and it'll sound great.
That's what I'm gonna do this Friday.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
it's a really long topic to dive into, so
yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, my bad. Okay, so let's keep going. That is not the right player. There we go.
Возможно, ты устала, и тебя жизнь доконала. точно мало в мире свет и радость заменяет гадость. Жизнь одной монетой катится к чертям. Счастье в белом платье мне не нужно, хватит все равно рассвету снова свернуть к глам.
Oh man. I was hoping that it would come together eventually. This one is really kind of tough to listen to be honest. It comes off. There's a lot in the upper frequencies, and it's just very grating on the ear. I think that the guitar riff is pretty cool. That like that with the bends and all that is pretty fucking neat. And I think that it mixes well with the bass. Just wow.
So far, it's the best sounding song on the album for me.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
That is crazy.
It has cool riffs. It has like cool like leitmotifs and the chord progression. I just despise the drums and the way the drum parts are like written and the way they support the whole like the rest of the instrumental. They just don't work for the instrumental. They always feel like they are just on their own, you know.
Right.
And
it
like,
doesn't
feel very with the instrumental. It's like I also like have issues with that like with the drums that they don't sound interesting enough. They are just there and they sound like a placeholder of sort. Maybe it's just me, but like I feel like they are not driving the composition forward. They are just there, like holding the rhythm, like steadily, coldly, and they're just doing the job and not adding a lot to the whole track movement. You know, it's not driving. It's not moving. It's not catchy. It's not, you know, it stands in one place and it does not move anywhere. Because like usually when you have a drum track, the way the drum parts are like written, like certain hits, certain like drum fills, and like other things, it usually goes with the instrumental. It just drives the track. Like it adds the proper movement, it adds the impact, the passion, and like it moves the track forward. Even when you like not even but like especially when you talk about like rock music, like I'm not even talking about metal, but like rock music or punk rock or even pop punk, the drummers they're just crazy. They always look performing live as if they are being contained, and if they wouldn't be restrained by something, they will just unleash all hell and like rush towards the horizon and disappear for good. Like
Rush B, so
or something like that, you know, like. And yeah, these drums sound like a placeholder to me. They are just
a little bit plain, just kind of staying in the pocket, right?
And contained, a little bit boring. I also have like the velocity issues, but like I can live with that. My main complaint would be that they don't add a lot to the song. It sounds good like as an instrumental, because it has interesting and catchy chord progression, riffs, melodies, and leitmotifs, but the frame is not that good for that painting, you know?
Right. I understand what you're getting at. Yeah. Okay. Because we know that Soul String's most important like part of the whole mix is the drums. Like the drums have to be interesting. It's not. It's kind of like it does seem.
I hear complaining of a drummer.
Right. It's a little bit. Yeah.
drummer.
Like I said, it's in the pocket. It's a little bit neglected. Oh, by the way, did you ever make it to Wild Nights? I did make it to Wild Nights, and I looked for you, and I didn't find you. But yes, I was at Wild Nights. I was there every day. except when it rained, because it flooded really bad and I had to go to work. So I left when it started raining, and I didn't want to get caught in the flood. So anyway, let's keep her going.
Рассвет все в розовых тонах, похмельный без твоих глазах. Ты хочешь выгнать его прочь, но не сдаться просто. Встаешь с утра, еще болит, все тело, голова звенит. Душа разбита, к сердцу твоему открытый доступ. Я говорила, мало, плохо в состоянии пьян. И капля алкоголя, глупей жить, хорошей боги. Но ты-то все плевала, альтависту развивала. И к заключению пришла, что все же мало. В мире свет и радость, а меня нет гадость. Жизнь одной монетой катится чертям. Счастье в белом платье мне не нужно, хватит.
I'm actually so sad.
What's that?
Because I said I'm actually so sad that you guys dunk the hardest on the song I put like probably the second most effort in.
To be fair,
The first
So
most effort is the fourth
Strings-
song.
but Strings said that this was the best sounding on the
Song
best sounding
so far.
song so far. So yeah.
It's the most for me personally, it's the most entertaining of all of them right now. And like, I'm nitpicking about the mixing. I like the composition in general.
It is a good composition. I think that it's fun. It's it's real upbeat. It's kind of up tempo. It feels good. Well, not really up tempo for a punk song, but still, like it sounds good. It's got fun art with like I guess that's Fluttershy getting fucking wasted on and whatever. It's good.
Yeah.
It's a good time. I
She's
like
getting
it.
wasted. That's why the song is called Alcohol Drop. It's about a pony drinking herself to death.
Nice. Okay. Well, let's keep her going.
I specifically put the English subtitles so people could understand the context of the song.
Well, that's good. I appreciate that because I don't know any of this encore shit, whatever.
It's just alcohol and Cyrillic.
There you go. Wait, hold on. Cyrillic? I've never
Do
heard
you
it.
wait? Do you say it like Cyrillic or
Yeah, Cyrillic.
It's pronounced Cyrillic.
fuck English pronunciation? Fuck English pronunciation. That's what I say. I say
Yeah.
Cyrillic because Kirill is a name, and I say Kirill the Wolf, not Cyril the Wolf. Fuck that name, you know.
Chiral.
Originally, I thought that he was Russian because, like, oh, Kirill the Wolf, that's cool. He's probably Russian. I'm pretty sure of that. And then everyone says, like, what are you talking about? Like, he's not Russian apparently, so that's a bummer.
All right.
Yeah. No, I mean the ending was pretty alright, I guess.
No, it was good.
Like,
I was
just-
not watching the clock, so I thought it was gonna be like I thought it was gonna dive into something else. I was like, okay, but then it, that was just the outro. It was cool.
Just
Um,
like I
Yeah.
don't know. Replace the Guitar Pro guitars and bass with the real instruments. Slightly rearrange the drums, and
Was that a
Make the
Guitar Pro
mixing-
guitar?
it sounded like Guitar Pro guitars.
The solo one, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I got you. Okay, I didn't even pick up on that.
Like makes it a little bit better, and you're good to go. Because like it's a good song. It's a good song. That's like I am complaining about the drum parts, and like not the samples, because the samples are just, I don't know, they're fine. They're just very fitting.
Well, the
But,
thing
like-
is, I'm not a drummer, so I have no idea.
No one
how
is.
to, like,
No one
arrange-
is a
how to
drummer.
arrange
No
the-
one is a drummer.
Alright.
Everyone is faking. Everyone's faking it. You know, even the whirlwind.
No,
Whirlwind
the
is not
thing
a
is,
drummer.
like, I have no real, like, education, I guess, on how to do drums properly, how to make them, pop, really.
No one
So I'm
does.
just going
Drummer
with
Shy is not a
whatever
drummer. It's
feels
not even in the
right, I
name.
guess.
Oh,
There are no drummers in the
I-
fandom.
Well, here's
Drummers
the thing.
don't exist.
I don't
You
know.
are not a drummer.
I don't buy that excuse because you've done drums that are really, really good. You know, what's that one? That song that I did with you. It's called "Hate." That one had really cool drums on it. They were all over the place, and it felt good, and it was
No, literally. For Hate, I literally placed the same pattern just with different symbols. That was it.
good. Yeah, and it sounded cool. That's essentially all drumming is. You know what I mean?
I mean, I did the same. I did kind of the same here. I don't know why you guys are complaining about it now. Like before, it wasn't the
maybe-
problem, and now it is.
Yes, because that like hate and like those other songs like I Hypocrite and whatever else. It was like completely different type of music, and here it's pop punk. It's drum based. You know. If you look at pop punk and punk rock drummers, their parts are usually like very complex because there's little going on in the guitars and the bass parts. So the drummer has to do like half the job of the whole band. So it's all on them. It's all on them. Like
It's good
It's
though.
much
You
more-
did a good
the-
song, okay? It's just that the drums were a little bit in the pocket for my taste, and that's fine. That's okay. It was still a good song. We're being
I'm always
nitpicky.
complaining, you know. I am always complaining. Every single stream, I'm complaining about it. Just
Cry, baby, cry about it, cry about it.
That's what I do on streams. That's why I participate on the stream, because I can cry here openly. And the only person who can shut me the fuck up is Stalin Slaughter. So yeah.
Also, this song, the fourth one, children's song, actually has you in it. Yeah, you remember you did shouts for it.
Oh, I did. Well, that's good to know. I totally forgot. Every time you send me something, it's like
Dementia.
Well, no, no. It's like I'll get people to be like, "Hey, I need you to do vocals for this song," and then I just kind of like throw it together and then toss it at people. So I've, but and then I forget that I was in it. So
You forgot
Anyway.
about it, old man?
I did. It's bad. I'm so bad. Okay, so apparently I'm in this one. So is, oh my God, Queen, whatever, I guess, or Archduke. Sure, why not? Lucky Spark. I have never heard of Lucky Spark. Tough Frog.
There's Lucky Spark is one of my friends. He was really good. Shout out to Lucky Spark. He's a great bean.
There you go. And then Tough Fog and Shim. Princess.
Tough Fog is one of my French friends.
Wherever. I like it. Okay. So let's check this out. Children's song. Okay, I remember this now.
Два, резко встали, копытца к солнышку подняли, улыбнулись, потянулись, умыли мордочки, проснулись. 3-4, вкусный завтрак, что нас
Also, quick
ожидает.
mention that for this specific song, I I put a little bit of overdrive on the vocals, so they sound more aggressive, I guess. I don't know how that will sound, but whatever, I guess.
All right. What happened to the instrumental right here?
This is like the diminished chord, I would say.
Okay. It came off
It
as
sounds
discordant to me.
Yes, but like I think that's a part of the chord progression. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Okay. Okay.
It should just transition into the
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
it should just transition to the next chord, and you'll just hear it, and it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Что нас ожидает завтра? Нам не важно, будь веселым и скачи за нами в школу, чтобы новое узнать, научиться рисовать в тонких стеклышках созвездий, этот мир познать. Хорошо быть же ребенком, жить без тягот и забот, каждый день струнною звонкой за собой тебя зовет. Хорошо копаться в краске, извозюкать, извалять и писать смешные сказки, песни петь и сочинять.
That was fucking cool. Hang on, I want to listen to that again. I really liked the way that bass guitar was just kind of doing its thing, or bass VST, or whatever the fuck we're gonna call it.
Yeah, bass chords.
It was so cool how it just, it was kind of playing a melody and then it stepped down and it resolved into the AO let's go part again. That was neat. That was cool. I liked that.
Let's go, hey, oh, let's go, hey, oh, let's go, hey, oh, let's go, hey, oh, let's go. Ночью взрослые проблемы, ночью взрослые не спят, смотрят взрослые мультфильмы, плачут, стонут и стучат. Жеребятам тоже очень спать не хочется порой, только сон сильнее ночи накрывает их рукой. Как закроются глаза, прилетит к нему луна, нежно песенку споет, жеребеночек уснет. Хорошо быть жеребенком, жить без тягот и забот, каждый день струнною звонкой за собой тебя зовет. Хорошо копаться в краске, извозюкать, извалять и писать смешные сказки, песни петь и сочинять.
The vocals are much better on this one than we had before. These vocals sound really good. I don't know if
This is a song I put most effort in, like 100%.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I really like these vocals. I think that even it's mixed in pretty well. They're not too fucking loud. They're not like burying anything. And then I like the guitar tones. Even the bass VST or whatever is cringe, and I'm not really whatever. But you make it work really well. I think it sounds cool. I like it.
I mean, hey, donate me a fucking what like $500. I'll buy a bass.
Yeah, I mean you've
You
done.
get it. You can get a very cheap one, to be quite honest. Like and just do that. Like put some processing on it and like.
What's the phrase? I don't know how to say it on English, but on Russian it sounds like "скупой платит дважды," which means like you pay twice for something cheap. Basically, if you buy something cheap, it breaks, and you have to buy another one, so you end up spending more money.
That's not usually the case, especially with.
So I just want to buy something good in general, so I can
I mean, yeah, like. It makes sense, but still, you can get a fairly cheap bass that will sound decent and in just one break.
I had a really amazing bass. I don't think they're in production anymore. They were called Traben something. I remember having a 5-string.
Oh,
it was
those
matte black.
with like massive bridges.
Yeah, yeah, they have massive bridges and like massive
That's just-
fucking
that's
pickups,
just-
and
that's
it
just-
sounded monstrous. It sounded amazing.
That's just a gimmick to sell the bases, you know.
No,
I like
it
this,
sounded it sounded amazing too.
You can get a Squire like knockoff P bass, which is like a regular 4-string with a split coil, for $109, which is probably like what, like 17 million rubles or something. And
Yeah,
Not
just
really.
about that.
The exchange rate went back to normal, like it was before
More
the
or less.
incident.
okay, so even then it's $109. It's not super bad.
I use the instrument because, like,
Also, don't watch on Reverb or whatever, because in Russia it costs more because of import tax.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm sure they sell, $100 bass guitars in Russia, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I would still recommend to buy like a used instrument because, like,
Oh yeah,
Used-
used definitely.
used instruments you can get for fairly cheap price, and the sound will still be like reasonable and fairly good, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you wouldn't have to go with that knockoff crap, but like this is Squire Affinity P bass right here. I know Squire gets a lot of crap, but like, I mean, this is a solid guitar. Like this guitar, if you maintain it correctly and you store it correctly and all that crap, and you keep it tuned and you play
Actually,
it.
hold the phone. I used to own a knockoff Fender bass that looked exactly like that, but black,
Probably
and,
Squire, yeah.
and it was the neck just bent so hard that it was unplayable.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
eventually they fall apart, sure, but like I said, it'll last you
like,
years.
You can like when you are choosing the instrument, you just don't you don't just order them on the internet and then like only see the instruments once it arrives with like no refunds. You go to the shop, you take a good look, you like take it, play it, and
That's
see
what
how
I do.
Yeah, so that's how you choose an instrument. You don't just blindly buy something and then regret it afterwards.
That's
So,
what I do.
I don't know.
I'll just go and buy stuff and be like, okay, I like this, and then I'll keep it. If I don't like it, I'll sell it and buy something else. Yeah,
Typical used citizen.
because anytime I play a new guitar, even like a low end guitar, if it's brand new, it's gonna feel great. Some of the Squire instruments are good. Some suck though. Depends on who they're outsourced to build to.
That's
that's
also
kind of
true. Just
Yeah.
like I think they are outsourcing to a lot of places right now. Like not
Yeah.
just like China, Indonesia, India, Mexico, and who knows where else. But like it kind of differs in production. Although the same instruments are made in like same factory, located in the same area. Both like high-end Fenders and like low-price Squires. They are built in the same places, and like the difference isn't that much, but it still depends. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Korea.
that's the one. That's the one I owned. I owned Traben Chaos 5
Mm-hmm.
with matte black finish.
Okay.
But then I had to sell it to a bassist in one of my previous bands
Okay.
because I
Alrighty.
needed money,
Well, let's keep this
which
one
is
going.
sad. But
I do like this bass sound here that you've done. It was good. I liked that a lot. Let's keep her going.
Копаться в краске, извозюкать, извалять и писать смешные сказки, песни петь и сочинять. А во сне уже ребенка мир невроз дочка спят, о цветочках и грибочках мысли ребят.
Долго еще? Извините, когда мы уже поедем?
15 минут.
Хорошо.
Okay.
What?
We had a little break
Oh,
there.
wait.
It was a
it's
fake out. It was a fake out.
All right.
It's not even the end of the song.
You didn't even notice that?
No. We,
How it suddenly has symbols.
it was good.
What?
We have a break. So we're having a break, and then we're going back into it, right? Yeah, I got you. Let's keep. I want to do the whole thing.
Okay.
Долго еще? Извините, когда мы уже поедем?
15 минут.
Хорошо.
Хорошо быть ребенком, жить без тягот и забот. Каждый день никакой звонкой все с собой тебя зовет. Посмотри, как много разных неопознанных цветов, а их запах мир прекрасный манит, страстно манит. Хорошо быть ребенком, жить без тягот и забот. Каждый день никакой звонкой за собой тебя зовет. Посмотри, хорошо.
Whoops.
I hit a button. That's my bad. Okay. So we had the break here at like 4 whatever. I think it's cool that we've layered the AO Let's Go over the chorus you're playing. It sounds
It was bound to happen eventually.
right.
It was bound.
It is. I think it called for it. I think it's a normal part of the, process. You take some ideas. This feels like what we call an interpolation. That like it's not entirely original. So you take an idea that's already been made and then you kind of expand on it in your own way. So it is original, but it's built off of something else. And I don't
Really
know what.
reminds
I
me
mean,
of
I
one
wanted
particular
to
song.
create this song that sounded like the most like Ramona's, and I think I pulled it off, didn't I?
Yeah, it sounds.
I'm not
It does
familiar with
kind of sound
Ramones
like a
music.
Russian Ramones song, not Ramona's. But yeah, I
Yeah,
think the song
Ramona's,
is called
Potato Potato.
"Gonna Be My Girl." I think it's the name of the song by Jet. Isn't that-
Copyrighted.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty
But
sure.
this is the one that reminds
My
me.
my video got copyright claimed because it was a parody, and
Oh, I remember that.
I was so fucking mad about it.
Yeah. That was stupid. YouTube copyrights are just plain fucking stupid sometimes.
True.
And they
I
aren't
guess-
gonna do shit about it.
All right.
This particular song reminds me of that Russian like pop punk or like punk rock band Berlin. They had that one song that is called "One Day Alone," and it's even in the same key, and it has like the same like melodic lines in the chorus, etc. It it's not the
You mean
same.
G major?
Yes, pretty much. But like.
Jeez. I mean, G major is overused.
It sounds similar, and even I think even the voice timbre sounds similar, like somewhat similar, I would say. So it's a very different song, but it has a similar vibe to it. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. It just reminds me of like good old days when I was like very young and like. No, I'm not.
I listen to fucking the Fool and the King. Король и Шут.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Never heard of them, so yeah, whatever.
Okay. Let's check out the rest of this song.
Неопознанных цветов, а их запах мир прекрасный манит, страстно манит. Хорошо быть же ребенком, жить без тягот и забот. Каждый день никакой звонкой за собой тебя зовет. Посмотри, как много разных неопознанных цветов, а их запах мир прекрасный манит, страстно манит. Вновь.
I think it sounded good. I think that this was. I think there was a vocalist in there that was just killing it over everyone else. Oh my god, he was fucking perfect. Can't imagine, anybody else.
What's his name? Is he mentioned in the description somewhere?
Yeah,
the vocalist is me, Lamau.
Yeah.
No, there was the other one. Very subtle vocals, like very subtle audition. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Archduke. Sure, why not? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that name's ringing a bell.
Queen, I guess so. He's pretty good. All right. So we've got one more song. Not one more. We've got
Two more.
Oh my god, this is the second to last song is what I'm trying to say. These songs are kind of long.
That's also the issue I'm having with them, but like
because they're heavily on lyrics and lyrics.
I understand that you like rely on lyrics a lot, but with how many choruses you have, you could still like get away with shortening the songs, like having less choruses in them or something like that. Because like that could probably help it.
Oh my god.
I guess.
Even in Russian, when you write lyrics for a song, it doesn't have to be like several paragraphs long. So you just have to keep dragging the instrumental to fit the lyrics flow, and put the chorus in between like every single verse or something like that, and like artificially making the tracks longer just to fit all the lyrics into one song, just to tell the whole story. It's not like very necessary, and I feel like you could probably work a little bit on the compositional structure in that regard. Because like I used to have the same problem back in the day, because like I used to write like paragraphs of lyrics, and then I realized that I will have to make like 12-minute long instrumentals just to fit the whole story in it. And
that's fine though.
No, it's totally fine. Well, it is fine to make the long whenever. The thing is that whenever you're making different verses, if you're like really, really lyric heavy, then in my opinion, the instrumental has to be very progressive. It's got to change constantly. Anytime you have a new verse.
Not like fully progressive, but it has to be at least engaging and interesting. Like even like I know that you're not a fan of subtlety, but still adding like subtle elements to different verses.
Subtlety? What's that?
Oh yes, Mr. Brick wall compression. Oh yes, subtlety.
Oh, you shut the fuck up.
Okay, well, like, yeah. So you get what I mean. You get what I mean.
Just listening to a BurningGryphon song. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, I see how it is. I see how it is, bitch.
That is this is a BurningGryphon song right here. Listening to it.
On the right.
Okay. But yeah. All right.
It was still good as it was.
Yeah.
Just like
they're good. They're good songs.
Considering the fact that these songs aren't like exactly new from what you said, like from your band from the past, I think, if I understood that correctly. So it is good for what it is right now, and I don't want to imagine what it sounded like back in the day.
Oh, it sounds like ultra terrible.
Well, you made it much better then. That's already an achievement and a very good accomplishment. So that speaks a lot.
So imagine my vocals, but 10 times worse. That was the previous vocalist. He was all boasting too. He was like, "I spent like 8 years in the musical school." Yeah, that doesn't sound like it.
Dude, I was back then in 2013, like late 2013, early 2014, at the very first rehearsals of White Alicorn. Like,
Блять, ты был в Белом Аликорне?
Nope. Я говорю, мне просто посчастливилось побывать на паре их репетиций первых.
Ну я с ними играл.
Перед первыми FFF, да, я в курсе. Перед первым FFF. So, trust me, I've seen a lot of shit. I've seen a lot of shit. And yeah, I can't imagine it sounding bad. I can't imagine it sounding 10 times worse than it does right now. So, trust me, I know what you're talking about, sadly. I wish I didn't, but I know. Oh.
What? Oh.
You know, local bands and that type of bullshit. It was not good. It was not good. It was never good. And the person behind that, he was never good. And everything else related to that project was never good. And I don't want to. And like, it's the name you don't mention in certain music circles. Because it's very insulting to the music and the art itself.
What the fuck do you mean?
What the fuck do I mean? Well, you know exactly what I mean.
Ты имеешь
I'm not going to elaborate on
лидера
that,
Белого
because, like,
Аликорна, что ли?
Because like Stalin's laughter is already confused.
Very. I'm just letting you guys go. Because I have no idea what's
Ты
going
имеешь в
on.
виду лидера Белого Аликорна, что ли?
Exactly.
Райз, блядь.
Yep. Yep.
Он меня
Yep.
вышвырнул с группы, кстати.
Yep.
Я сам не уходил, он меня вышвырнул.
I know. I'm well aware of that.
It's good to know.
Yep. Exactly. I
Anyway.
confirmed that. Like,
Anyway.
never talk about him again. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we are on to the second to last song called "Abandoned Beast." This is let us dive into it. Let's keep it going.
The chorus will remind you of. I'm just
What?
putting that out.
Oh, it'll remind me of what now?
The chorus will remind you of some other song.
Oh, okay.
By aviators? No.
Magic Pink Horse in chat says, Gryphon speaking gibberish, soul strings. Ah, yes. That's funny because miles per hour, I'm pretty sure, speaks whatever dog shit you were pretending to speak over there.
Yeah, he does. Like, he's just very observant, let's say so, because, like, I'm pretty sure that this is what it sounded like for you, exactly.
Yes, and that's what it sounded like for probably me and Gargod, and I guess that's it. Actually, there's two Germans.
Language coding is a thing, and it's very interesting how it works. Like when you speak certain language, like when you speak several different languages, and you can just switch between them like seamlessly without even thinking about it, and like, yeah, that's basically what happened, I guess.
Right. Only Spanish exists. True. Okay, let's keep going. I like this down tempo. It's good. I also love the really throaty tone on the guitars. That's really good.
Okay, I'm gonna do the meme.
Go
Hold
ahead.
on. No, go ahead.
Okay.
только тень. Брошенный зверь.
I don't know. I can't use German. I'm sorry. I'm speaking to Little Jim. Little Jim in Ponytown. We were. I can't use German characters because I don't know how to use them. The only one I know how to use that is not an English character is the Enya from Spanish. That's the only one I know. But I said, "Willst du bist der Todesscheide Trauer sein für allen Taten."
What? Where is that happening? Wait.
In Ponytown.
Guten Tag. That's all I know.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Because like I don't see anything. Like I don't see it on stream. I don't see it. Like where did that happen?
In Ponytown. I said it in Ponytown.
Who said that?
I did. I said
did.
that to him.
Oh, so you just basically quoted Rammstein. Okay.
Yes. Willst du bist der Todesscheide Trauer sein für allen Taten? Nein.
You have a
Nein.
very bad German accent, but like, okay, it's tolerable. It's tolerable.
I have a topical joke. So. Okay, so me and my girlfriend decided to rate our sexual experience. Last night we tried anal. She kept screaming 999, and I couldn't go. I couldn't score higher.
Right. Yeah.
You know what lies between fear and sex?
What?
Fünf.
Yeah. That's coming. I saw that coming from a mile away too. That was good. I like the 99 Luftballons or whatever. 99 Kriegsministers, 3 Schossen Benzinkanister. Heilten sich für schöne Leute, witterten schon fette Beute, riefen Krieg und wollten Markt. Man, wer hätte das gedacht, dass es einmal so weit kommt, wegen 99 Luftballons. Yeah.
99.
What?
99 Red
know.
Balloons.
Oh.
Song by Nana, very, very popular, very, very cool, and it was also translated to English and sung by hardcore punk band 7 Seconds, like in
Yeah.
the 80s.
It was good.
Like a legendary song, so yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's
There
keep
was
the
a-
song going.
There was a... Okay, more
No,
off
you go ahead.
topic.
You go ahead. We're having fun. Go ahead.
I remember seeing like a comic about like MLP on DeviantArt. I forgot the artist's name, but like it was like Pinkie Pie heard a song about balloons, like 99 balloons. Oh, it's in German. I should ask my father what it's about. And like, father, could you please translate it to me? And he's like, and then Pinkie Pie turns into Pink Mina and like, Pinkie, what happened? I'm not feeling so well right now.
I don't feel so good, and just disappears, disintegrates.
Once she just like understood the meaning behind the song about 99 red balloons. So yeah, it's a fun song, but it's not so fun when you understand the lyrics.
Right. Yeah. All right. Let's keep her going. Abandoned Beast. Going back to it.
Zombie, zombie, zombie.
Okay.
Literally that riff.
Okay. I was. Yeah. Huh. That's interesting.
Спасти тебя. Сорвался чудный голос, порвав струну гитары, поет, как одиноко в этом мире жить. Хоть чью-нибудь да помощь, хоть капельку внимания, чтоб сладким чаем водки горький вкус сменить. Он разочаровался, он бьет, не зная меры, последнюю надежду выпил крайний раз. Ему сейчас так плохо, Его страдают нервы, предсмертный крик, слеза из глаз. Брошенный зверь снова в пути, в его глазах сияют искорки огня. Еще один прожитый день, некуда идти.
I think this one's the best one. It's got a great sound design. The vocals are really fucking solid. I mean, they're a little loud, like normal or whatever. All my same complaints that I've had before, but like I think this is the best composition. It's not. I mean, I understand that it's like interpolated from Zombie. That it's not like, but it's not like a direct carbon copy. It's far enough away to feel new. And,
Yeah, just the riff is similar.
Right. Which, as far as I understand, that was just like your standard kind of 4-chord song. And so, it's kind of, you're going to have that happen. It's no big deal. But yeah, this one sounds really good. I love the throaty, deep tone on the guitars sound really good.
Yeah, it's like just, the only song that uses an actual like 8-string tuning.
Yeah, it sounds really awesome. I think this is the best one. So Soul Strings, would you like to tell us why you hate it so much?
Nope. I don't want to talk about it. No, seriously, I will probably just put it like the second best for now.
Okay. I understand. All right, let's keep it going.
I have no idea what song you're referring to because like I don't understand the context.
Oh, Zombie?
Yeah.
I think it's copyrighted. Can't play it.
I won't be able to play it, but yeah, it's that song. Zombie, It's it's kind of a god awful song, but it was like really, really popular.
Who performed this fucking song? Can you tell me the artist name?
Oh, I don't know. Zombie song Cranberries. The Cranberries.
Okay, I've never heard of it, so like whatever.
And then it was recently reprised by not reprised because the Cranberries didn't do it, but it was covered by fucking Five Finger Death Punch. So Five Finger Death Punch does a cover of it.
Does not ring a bell either, but like whatever.
A Five Finger Death Punch is like they are
pop.
The embodiment of like pop alternative metal. Like it is as American corporate garbage as you can possibly get when it comes to metal. Five Finger Death Punch used to be really, really good. But now they're just not. They have not put out anything that I've enjoyed probably in the last, I would say, 10 years. They had their first album was like really fucking amazing. It's kind of like Slipknot, if you compare Iowa, did you ever listen to Slipknot?
Probably a few songs, like from the early albums. Like
I
know people equal shit. I know Surfacing and Psychosocial.
I really like the fucking You're Not My Kind.
Okay.
And also, fuck, I forgot. I covered this song. I can't remember the name of it. I haven't released the cover yet, but Burn It Down, Burn It Down.
Okay. So, Slipknot had a moment in history where they were just dog shit, and because like if you go back to their first album, like their self-titled or Iowa and stuff like that, they were like really crazy, really good, just amazing stuff. But then whenever like Subliminal Verses came out, and that album was garbo. It was just trash. Very radio play friendly type of stuff. They didn't really do a lot of the crazy shit. And
same thing happened with Korn, actually.
Yes, similar to that type of thing, which is okay. And a lot of people interpret that as like a band growing older and maturing. And I disagree. I think it just getting worse. Anyway,
I mean, at the same time, their new album, previous album, The Nothing, is really good, and they actually released a new album recently. I haven't listened to it yet.
It was yeah, they went back. I think like Psychosocial and shit like that. I think was showing that they still had some chops and they were really good.
That
and I enjoyed that.
psychosocial mashup with Best Friends Until the End of Time.
Yeah.
Francis did good. Yes.
That was a very
should-
good. Yeah.
That shit slapped so hard.
Alrighty. I saw a cover where he was like sucking penis or something like that. It was really fucking funny. Where there was a guy in the crowd that was singing along to Slipknot performing Psychosocial, and he's just all like sucking penis, and it was really fucking funny. Anyway,
Okay.
it was.
Oh my
good.
god, it's corn! You not rap.
Yeah. Oh shit. Let's keep it going.
Ах, если бы я мог спасти тебя. И вот лежа в коробке на холодной старой свалке, он замерзает и дышать все тяжелей. В глазах слезой залитых он видит тень копыта и тянет руки к ней холодные скорей. Он плачет, но от счастья, ведь он кому-то нужен, тому, кто никогда не бросит, не предаст. И 3 удара сильных бьют по коробке пыльной, от боли гибнет он тотчас. Брошенный зверь к небу в пути.
I think that transition is super solid. I just love that it stepped down into the chorus. It's just so good.
В его глазах погасли искорки огня. Кончился день, нет сил идти. Как жаль, что я не смог спасти тебя. Брошенный зверь к небу в пути. В его глазах погасли искорки огня. Кончился день, нет сил идти. Как жаль, что я не смог спасти тебя. Брошенный зверь.
Nice. I think it was
Yeah.
solid.
I would
Just
call it the same.
I really was like, I'm not gonna just end the song. I'm gonna make it slow down and then it will end.
yeah,
I expected a breakdown.
yeah.
No
It was good, though.
Disappointed. Dislike.
Well, you can kind of say after the second chorus there was a breakdown with the little guitar doing kind of a solo, but not really a solo.
I don't fully understand, why don't you record a solo yourselves? Why do you use Guitar Pro for that?
Because I'm trash.
No, I mean like you're good with like playing like power chords and like all other stuff, and those solos, they don't sound very like complex to me. Like I think you can just play them, maybe just, I don't know, slowly, maybe quantize them or anything. I think it's possible with like with the stuff you do. I think it's fully like possible to like execute the solos and just put them into the mix, and it will work just fine. It will be better than Guitar Pro sounds.
Actually, now that you mention it, I remember doing I remember recording a guitar for Ethereum Apex song, "Wait for You." It's like about Starlight and Sunburst, and I actually kind of did that. I pieced together my solo from like little bits, because it was like way too complex for me to play like get a live take of all of it. So I just kind of pieced it together.
As long as it works, I very often like record solos like in certain parts, like not just one note at a time or one bar at a time, but like you play for as long as you can play it like clearly in one take with no like bleep loops, and you just glue it together with a better take from the other part of the solo, and you just compile the solo together. As long as it sounds good, like on the production stage, it's all that matters. It's all that matters. No one will just like examine your mix to find the exact like places and stitches where you stitch together your solo from different takes and from different parts. No one's gonna do that. All they care is how the solo sounds in general, like
in the mix.
As a final result. That's all that matters. So, as Stalin Slaughter likes to say, cheat, always cheat.
There are no rules. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. And yeah, I've done that before. I've
I guess that's why I do MIDI solos, because fuck the rules.
Well, no, that's fine. But I think I think what he's trying to say is that it sounds better whenever you take a solo. Even if you only recording a few notes and you can chop it together, and it will sound more natural. It'll sound like great,
My take was more about that. He is capable of doing that, and I don't doubt that it's like possible. Like it is possible for you to play it. That's all I wanted to say. Like you do you, of course, but I think it like with what you do aside from that, like mixing, vocals, guitars, whatever else, I think it's possible for you to play. That's my point. Like you can do whatever you're comfortable with. I'm just like, if you want to play it, you can do it. You can do it. It's possible.
Yeah, fairy's nuts.
All right. Well, I really liked that song. We've got a short one to close it out. This is gonna be the last song on this album. It's called "Colorful World."
Hey, it's about fucking entering the world of colorful horses.
Oh, nice.
Colorful horse pussy! Well, not really.
Alrighty. Let's check it out. This is Colorful World by BurningGryphon, the last song on this album. See how it goes.
Мне приснилось чудо, вовек я не забуду, как гулял среди белых полей. Как смывал в небеса в море, как забыл про невзгоды и горе, как открыл для себя новый мир маленьких парней. В этом мире солнце круглый год, в этом мире нет людских забот, в этом мире счастье, щедрость, доброта и мир. Разверный мир, сердца горят, в этом мире кто-то ждет меня, в мире, где странно.
I think this sounds really cool too. It's got a really upbeat sound to it. It's just, yeah, this is cool. I like this.
Нет грехов и нет квартир. Пусть меня боялись, за спиной смеялись. В мире покрытом пеплом костей. Здесь готов предложить помощь каждый. Здесь есть власти железно-бумажной. Здесь любовь ты не купишь зарплаты. В этом мире свои постулаты. В этом мире солнце круглый год. В этом мире нет людских забот. В этом мире счастье, щедрость, доброта и мир. Разверный мир, сердца горят. В этом мире кто-то ждет меня. В мире, где нет ранок, нет грехов и нет квартир. Время здесь ручьем течет. Солнце здесь само встает, озаряя очертания руин. Я так молод и так пьян, я паду к ее ногам. глаза.
These vocals are also really good too. So I'm really confused as to what happened in the beginning of the album. In the beginning of the album,
there was no acoustic guitar in the previous songs.
No, yeah, but I'm talking about the vocals. The vocals were really, really solid, or not as solid in the first 2 tracks. But then it seems to have just corrected itself, because now we're having pretty solid vocals, where I'm just enjoying them. You know.
Or maybe you just get used to the song.
In the words of one great pony, I just don't know what went wrong.
Yeah.
True.
All right. Yeah, but because these vocals sound really good too.
Переродился, где живу и буду жить.
Oh my god, I didn't realize I cut it off right there. But yeah. Okay. But that one sounded good too. And the like sort of just super clean guitar sounded good too. Overall it was a good sound, and the drums I don't think were as like super aggressive as normal. That sounded good. Like it's just this was another good song that I really enjoyed.
I mean, yeah, this meant to be a like upbeat little campfire song, I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's how it came off. That was a good time. So there you go. You know,
I'll put it like on third best, I guess.
Yeah.
I like how the drums are just punchy enough to like keep up the pace and drive the track, but they are not overpowering anything.
Oh, did you like the cymbals pattern in the chorus?
I didn't hear it much because of the acoustic guitar buzzing, so I wasn't paying attention to that. Probably the only complaint I would have with it is how the guitar is not like perfectly in sync with the drums sometimes, especially like during a few drum fills or drum breaks or something like that. It felt like a little bit offbeat, a little bit. But like that's just like minor timing issues. That's okay. So yeah.
On the vote, yeah.
This one is also good. This one is also good.
It was. This was I don't know. I think that overall, this presentation of the album and everything like that, even with the mixing and mastering problems that I was having with the sound design and everything, I think it sounded okay. I think it was a good middle of the road, like a 3 out of 5. You know, there was that one song, the second to last one, the Abandoned Beast. That one was really, really good. That is something worth writing home about. All the rest of them, you know, were just kind of, you know, all right. I think that it was a pretty good overall type, you know, it was a good time, you know.
For the material that is like several years old and like it's basically remnants of an old project, this type of what would you call it, like resurrection of
a revival of sorts.
Revival, yeah. Renaissance.
Actually, hold the phone. I'm gonna actually send it to you, Slaughter.
Okay.
This is I found the old album, how it sounded. Just the first song, like the very first song. Compare that and the new one. It just, yeah.
Yeah, I am now curious about the difference. Is like I know that like my very old stuff sounded like terrible, and I can compare it to how I re-recorded that like years later, and I can hear like the difference like between this and that. So I wonder what will be the case here. Just like link it in string text.
Okay, let me look at it.
Here.
Oh, nope, I opened it in the wrong. It's okay. I opened it in the wrong window. Let me pull it up here. There we go.
Just the first song, just play it.
Okay.
And see for yourself.
Bandcamp is gonna be loud.
Моей мечтою был полет, полет красивый, быстрый.
Но вот уже который год я замечаю мысли, что быть Пегасом так легко, творя для всех погоду.
Now it's a much less cohesive mix, most definitely.
Yeah. Again, I was just starting to learn how to mix.
Yeah, it's definitely just several instruments all playing sort of at the same time, but not really mixing together. Yeah, you've definitely
I feel like it's
gotten
just
a
a
lot better
different
at that.
type of vibe, honestly. I wouldn't call it like terrible or awful. It's just it's just different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not terrible, but it's different.
Yeah, I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's bad. I just think that I would agree with BurningGryphon in saying that the newest one is better than this one. I think that it's a more cohesive mix. That it's just an overall better sound design. I think.
I wouldn't personally compare these two, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a skill issue.
I think the bass samples are better, unless that's a real bass.
No, those aren't samples. That was me playing the actual bass.
Okay. Yeah, I think it
doesn't
sounds
sound bad, honestly. It sounds alright.
I think it sounds a lot better.
And I had bass overdrive pedal. It really shit the bed, honestly, because it was that kind of pedal that overdrives everything, not just the high frequencies, but the bass as well. So it sounds trash.
It's overmudding the whole fucking mix. I know that.
Yep.
Like there are certain like bass pedals, like bass distortion, bass overdrive.
Like I was looking
they
into
divide
like
the
good I was looking into good like bass distortion pedals. Dark Glass is one of the best ones, but they cost like what fucking $300, $400 for one pedal.
Yeah.
For just a pedal, not even an amp.
Yeah, they do. That's you pay for the brand, you know, with stuff like that, like most of the time. So like that kind of stuff, they just divide the original bass signal into like low frequencies and high frequencies, and you can control the amount of distortion or the overdrive on each like section like separately. So which gives a lot more control over the bass overdrive or distortion tone. So yeah.
Also, probably the reason why they're so expensive and why they like exploded as a brand is because fucking Nolly used them. He endorsed them. Like he was, oh look at this cool pedal. It can do shit.
Who?
Nolly, Periphery's bass player. Well, ex-bass player.
Who?
Adam Nolly Get Good.
I'm literally clueless.
That's actually his last name, Get Good.
Like Periphery, I think I've heard like one track of them. I can imagine what they sound like and what they do. Like I vaguely remember their stuff, but like it does not ring a bell in general. So, okay, whatever.
Anyway.
Wait, we have a little bit of time. Fuck it. Well, we got the albums done.
Really?
So
I thought we had like another one somewhere buried under this whole thing. I just don't remember where it was.
And another album.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
We should have them. We should have them tagged as like albums.
Yeah, I need to work on that. Well, I will do that next time, honestly. Since
or not,
we don't have any albums probably left.
Didn't Regurgitation of Shit put out an album?
No, I think he was posting just like singles and
or
stuff.
he was working on an album, maybe.
I know Madoka was working on an EP or something like that.
I can't remember. He's in chat. I'll just ask.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, this
thank
was
you guys for shitting on my album.
Honestly, I didn't want it to sound like that way, because like.
Nah, you know I'm joking. I'm fucking with you.
honestly, no.
I appreciate the feedback. Honestly.
This is my manner. I am always grumpy, and I am always nitpicking and criticizing when
Are
no
you
one.
sure you're not
no
like
one-
60 years old because you're overly grumpy?
No, no one ever asks me about my opinion, and I'm just like, fuck it, like have it in your face. So that's what I do on streams.
Yeah, I mean, who asked?
Literally no one. So yeah, I'm like, I am trying to provide some feedback that might be helpful in any reasonable way, but sometimes I'm just getting carried away and I'm just like straight up
getting
shitting on people's
getting into nitpicking. Yeah, I know. I get it.
It's fun.
I am just nitpicking, but these drums are terrible, the composition sucks, and the mixing could be much better. Hire a different vocalist, make songs shorter, more engaging, more interesting. Like replace every single fucking element of the song, and then it will be so good. But I'm just nitpicking, you know. If this is what I sound like most of the time, then well, I have a problem.
I mean,
All
take
right.
the L.
I probably should, you know.
So aside from the music, the song is excellent.
Oh yeah. Me in a nutshell.
I like it.
Well,
Well,
it goes hard on mute.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I am
Gargod.
mute.
Let's listen to Gargod play bass for a sec. Trash. Stupid. He's banned.
It's trash. This immediately goes trash.
He's got a 5-string here with a double humbucker.
You can't hear the bass.
I can.
Yeah, it's no amp, but you can hear it.
Oh, yeah.
He puts his thumb in the
Same
exact
pattern
same
over and
place
Where
that
did
I
he
do.
put this video?
This is on his
where did
channel.
you get- Oh. Okay.
A bass with
Do we
strings.
do-
That's true. He was a stringless bassist for a while.
You wanna like Oh, he's in the chat.
Did him poor and living
Oh,
Mexican no money for
he's
him.
only using his index finger? What the fuck?
No.
He's
No,
walking
he's
it.
both. Yeah.
But he puts his thumb in the same place that I put my thumb too, like right there on the top of that. Like
Yeah, I
brace
do.
it.
I do that shit too. I did that shit too when I played bass.
Can I like put some input into that? I would give some advice on how to play that monster.
Sure, let's play it again. You want to see the video again?
Yeah, if possible. If Gargod doesn't
Yeah, you
mind,
see,
of
he's
course.
only using his index finger
Wait.
at the beginning at least. Yeah, he's using only his index finger.
Well, he's
Yeah.
doing
Now
the
he's
skip.
using the
He switched
ring
to the
finger
middle
now.
finger.
Yeah,
he
he's-
switched
Yeah,
to
he
the middle
did.
finger.
Yeah.
He did after that. I was like, what?
You don't
Confusing.
always have to switch fingers. Sometimes you just go with one and it works just fine.
It's like always going with the downstrokes on the guitar. It's weird.
Sometimes. That's what jazz people do. So the main problem I see is that his pinky. It's just, you know, how it's curved. Like, whenever he plays, it's just there.
When in doubt,
And-
pinky out. Pinky out means class.
When you drink, not when you play bass.
I didn't even
Like-
notice that. He relaxes and then it's like
Crab hand.
It-
Crab hand. Crab hand.
It shows that his wrist is very tense, and
Yeah.
so when he plays, he cannot control much of that tension,
Mm-hmm.
and so he does that pinky movement like unconsciously. You know, it just happens. he did not. Well, he says that that's an old view, and he's better now. He used to have less control over his like muscle tension, wrist control, and finger control. You know, so. But he's moving in the right direction. That's all I can say. So just need some like practice and polish.
I'm going to. You know what? I'm unironically. I'm gonna fucking. Because I think at my mom's house, I haven't been there in like a very long time. But like I think I have been, but I haven't looked. But I'm pretty sure I've got a fucking Behringer 115.
Oh god, don't bring up Behringer with me.
Why?
Because I fucking hate Behringer. They always break. They're so shitty.
Now this amp is no different. It's actually kind of like Garbo. No, it's called.
The problem with Behringer is that they do cheap knockoffs of like famous brands and stuff.
Yeah, they sound like shit. They perform like shit. They break constantly. Like I remember
they
at
also
at a studio where we rehearsed at with my first band. Whenever we got into like a room with Behringer stuff, it just broke. Constantly. Like stops working, and we're fucking spending half an hour trying to fix it. Then it fucking plays for 15 minutes, then breaks for half an hour again. Fucking hell.
Also cost like shit. They like sometimes you can get them like very, very, very cheap, and for the quality they provide, I think that's fine. That's a fine replacement, but like I would call it a temporary thing, you know?
Yeah. I have one of these Behringer Ultra Bass, whatever. I'm pretty sure I have one of these at my mom's place that I could dig up. That would be super.
Send it to Mexico. Send it to Mexico.
I am unironically thinking about calculating how much it would be to just mail it. Now, to be
shipping would be pricey because
right.
This one probably weighs a lot, and
it's like
shipping
80
cost
pounds.
The shipping cost often like.
I don't speak burger units. How much is 80 pounds?
About what? 160 kilograms.
That doesn't sound right.
Wait. No, that doesn't sound right. 160
No.
kilograms.
40 kilograms. That's my bad.
Oh. Well, that's still a lot, but...
Might have to go freight? No, actually, you don't have to do freight because the weight limit got changed and now it's 150 pounds for ground. For ground shipping.
36 kilos.
I said,
okay.
I did it
That's
wrong.
heavy, but like manageable, I guess.
Yeah.
Better than like 4x10 cabinet.
How much does it cost to ship an 80-pound package? FedEx Ground is $46. Oh wait, but it's international. It would have to go through customs, so it would be I forget. It would actually be $5 trillion billion.
Customs always ruin that fucking shit.
True. Okay, so like, I might have to just like dig it up and figure that shit out. Because that amp is actually really great. Now it's been beat the fuck up. That sucker's been on the road. Like I've taken it to Knoxville, Tennessee, and played lots and lots of shows with it. And so it's like really, really beat down, but it's just sitting collecting dust somewhere. Not really a big deal as long as the paperwork is done right.
If it's still functional, you can probably send it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. We'll try to see what we can do. Now, what Gargod should do is I'm going to 10 furry conventions this year. Gargod should try to go to one of the furry conventions in Texas, and I will unironically take that bass amp with me, and I'll just give it to him at whatever convention.
Good luck, like going back to Mexico from United States with that monster in the pocket.
Yeah, that's true. Stratos Fur is coming up in Houston, Texas. So then that's in August. I don't know. Anyway, that is true. But Biden is president. That means we have open borders, right? We can get all the fentanyl and bass amps we want.
Okay. Probably.
No, I'm
not aware
JK.
of this.
LOL.
I'm not aware of the situation in United States because like we have to deal with our own shit right now, you know.
Right. We have always, for some reason, the United States has always had a super hostile relationship with Mexico. I have no fucking clue why. It's just, it doesn't make any sense to me. They're like, they have drugs, and it's like, we have drugs. What the fuck are you talking about?
United States used to be Mexico back in the day.
I'm back. And,
some of it, yeah. Texas.
I just thought of something. Gargod, if you're there, maybe if you got rid of all the yee ass haircut you get some bitches on your dick.
He said the yee.
I don't get the reference, but okay.
You haven't played GTA 5?
Yeah.
Nope. I haven't played GTA 4 because my PC couldn't handle it. So I only played San Andreas at best. Still,
Right.
Vice City would probably still be my favorite part of the whole trilogy. Like 3 Vice City.
Oh my god, we should fuck. Because I fucking love Vice City.
I also love Vice City. Vice City was really great. I've got it on my phone.
It had a killer soundtrack. I keep spinning like the radio, like the original soundtrack from Vice City. So
V-Rock.
Honestly,
I like V-Rock.
Wave 103 was my favorite, and Radio Espantoso as well.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I only listen to VCPR. Well,
VCPR is just talking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talking like advertisement, and that's pretty much it. That was fucking boring.
It was awesome, dude. That shit was hilarious. VCPR
I know,
was great.
I know, but like I wanted to listen to music, not just like laughing at some stupid jokes.
I wonder if there's a oh, turn off my horn. I wonder if there's a way to oh, look at that. Did you know that the crystal meth in Ponytown glows? I didn't know that. Okay, I'm sorry. What I was trying to say is that on Vice City, the most fun thing to do was to just like fly, or no, like to just drive around and listen to VCPR, like delivering pizzas was a lot of fun. And then on Grand Theft Auto 3, it was flying the little clipped that dodo, you know how it was like really fucking hard to fly. I used to fly that for like hours. Well, actually it would be like an hour. I would fly it around for like an hour listening to the Chatterbox one.
Jeez.
Yeah, I could fly that plane forever. I was really good at it.
Okay, you mastered that.
Yes. I have a video on Twitter, I'm pretty sure, that I might have posted, where I think I just like showed how to do it. Like you could just jump in the plane and you could and like taking off, flying around the entire map, and then landing back at the airport. That was the stupidest thing I ever like honed in on. I got really good at flying that plane.
I remember how I mastered that one blasted mission in Vice City with like tiny like helicopter planting bombs in the building.
Yeah.
And like years later, a friend of mine, he installed like Vice City to his phone, and like, could you please help me with that mission? Like, dude, I have no idea how to handle this fucking smartphone with like touch screen or something like that. What are the controls? How do you even use that stuff? And then I just passed the mission like on the first try. It was nothing.
It's playing it on the phone is so fucking frustrating, but I love it. Because I've got 1 and 3, or I mean I've got Vice City and 3 on my phone. But anyway, we're done with music, I guess, and I'm starving to death, so I'm probably gonna go get Sonic, and then go pick up my kid from school. But
that was stream number 15.
Yeah,
2 whole album reviews. I think
That
it
was
was
Also,
worth it.
before I almost forgot. I'm glad that I remembered. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's
true.
a thing.
Now in
But
all time zones. But,
and
in Australia, it's also it's already the revenge of the 5th. So
the Revenge of the Fifth. That's hilarious. I love it.
yes,
So-
well, I mean that's what they call it. First
like
comes the May 4th, then comes the May 5th. So that's the revenge of the 5th. So.
Well, oh wait, Stallion, will you listen to Angst later? That was in Ponytown. I don't know. I'll probably listen to it. I'll look
what?
it up right now.
To
And I
what?
will put it in the whatever. Angst by it's what is it?
The Prince, whatever.
No, it's
Oh my
the
God.
new Rammstein album.
Oh yes, that song is pretty good. Honestly, not my favorite from the
Anyway,
album. The music
I'm gonna
video
dip
is
as
great.
I'm gonna dip as well. See you guys.
Yeah, I was just about to
was
sign
that?
off. And I just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you joining us. This is a lot of fun. We did 2 whole
Thanks.
albums, and so we appreciate BurningGryphon for his contribution to the wild world of music, and CrashieTunez, who seems to have already been gone. But yeah, CrashieTunez, we appreciate your contribution as well. And this is a lot of fun. This was a lot of fun. We will be back tomorrow for Drama Stream. I call it a drama stream. I don't really have any like hot takes or anything about it. I just want to read everything. I want to know everything.
More or less, the drummer is over by now because Seth he confirmed that he will have to talk to him,
Mhm.
and things will start changing soon-ish. So yeah.
Right. We will cover all of it tomorrow. I'm glad that it is over. That I did see that it was more or less that it was more or less resolved, as far as I understand. And so this would be a good time.
Because trust me, there's even more behind that. There's even more behind that. I cannot speak of that like openly, for the sake of safety of those like people. But trust me, this is more fucked up than it already is. So,
What the fuck are you guys talking about? I don't get it.
Equestria Daily Drama.
yeah.
I'm going to read everybody. Well, I'm going to start with Arch. I'm going to start with Arch's screen caps and his Twitter threads. I'm going to read all of that.
He has like a Google document
Okay.
where he compiled like his own like point of view and links to separate threads on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna be checking that out tomorrow, because I won't have anything else to do. But anyway, we appreciate y'all joining us. Bye.